What is up, everybody? Welcome to the GameOverGreggy show. My name is Nick Scarpino. I will be hosting today. Greg Miller is out doing some super secret cool things that I'm sure he'll talk to you about when it's time. With me today is the master of disaster, the milkman himself, Kevin Coelho.
How you guys doing?
I'm good. I'm excited you're here. I'm excited. That might be my favorite kind of funny shirt.
It's a great shirt. It's a great shirt.
Of course, the other man
blue.
talking, that beautiful voice you're hearing if you're listening on podcast services, is the pure one, Tim Gettys. Do we
was.
still call you the pure one?
No, we retired that.
What do we call you now? The strategizer?
No, it's at Tim Gettys is what Greg decided.
He just says at Tim Gettys?
At Tim
That's
Gettys.
so
Also,
straightforward. Is that just a subtle dig at me for having an underscore? Is that how it goes?
I don't know if it's a subtle dig at you or if
No,
it's a subtle rise for me. You know what I mean? It's like a hey.
Yeah, it's promoting his social media presence.
What do we call Greg when I intro Greg?
The host.
GameOverGreggy.
That's lame. We got to come up with something better than that.
Also, I'm not the milkman, just to make that clear. I am the glue. I am the
He's
glue.
milkman.
Intro the show,
Kevin the Milk, if you guys didn't know, the GameOverGreggy show comes to you each and every week, 9 a.m. Fridays, here on youtube.com/kindafunny. The three of us bring topics to the table to discuss. You want to do it? Do I need to do it?
Yeah.
This is worth, okay.
Each and every week.
Each and every week. How does it go?
Four,
sometimes five.
three.
No, three, sometimes four best friends gather around this table with topics of discussion that we want to talk about. This week, it's probably going to be two topics. We have two topics outlined.
We have two topics
A
ready.
third one that I have in my brain that I'll spring on you guys
We'll see how
when I
this
think
shit
about
goes,
it.
man. We're going to have some fun.
Of course, before we get into the topics, if you guys if you want to support this show, you can go to patreon.com/kindafunny and give us $1, and you get the show early, 1 week. It's great. It's worth it. You also get to watch the show live, like so many people are right now in the chat that I can't see because we are not that technologically advanced. And when we have the chat up, it reflects on this monitor and it bothers Kevin. Kevin does not like seeing all.
That's not
Kevin
true.
doesn't like seeing all that white.
Nick gets real distracted.
Kevin doesn't like seeing all the white because it reminds him of a jug of ice cold milk.
Oh man, the
And he
Weird that you're
is
talking about milk so much.
the milkman. He's the milkman. I'm talking about milk so much because
No,
you do
and
that
for
thing.
$10, you can get the pre-show.
Oh yeah,
And that's 10, 15 minutes that we were doing before camera. And you can
About 10
find
minutes.
out what I was snacking on.
pre and post show. There
Was
you go.
it milk?
Go over to Patreon, guys. Check that out. Okay.
I wanted to bring this up.
Yeah.
You know, Kevin, I don't know what the
Me?
fuck you're thinking and planning or whatever. We're not getting off the topic of the milk yet.
What? Why are we still talking about
Because
milk?
why earlier, you know, when we were back in the room, we're talking, we're all the three of us, four of us, Joey was there, Cool Greg somewhere. We're having a discussion. I look over at you, and you're big and blue and beautiful.
So much fucking blue. It's an impossible amount of blue.
And you had this cup in your hand, and that cup was filled with milk.
Sure, that
Right?
cup had
Now, a
milk.
lot of people are like, who drinks that, right? Like, that's not really a drink.
Babies drink milk.
Babies do. Babies do.
Baby animals
I'm
and
actually
babies.
somebody that will fight for it. I'll be like, every once in a while,
Milk is
I
delicious.
enjoy it, and I'm
Especially
down.
if you have a sweet snack, like one of those delicious little.
Ding-dongs?
No, they weren't ding dogs. Even though the person in the chat said something about them. No, what are they?
like brownie bites. Yeah.
Brownie
Brownie
bites. Tim.
We see you with this glass of milk. The thing is, you're lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
sure.
So, like,
sure.
why are you doing that to yourself?
Because I like what I like, and I'm not gonna let anyone, not even my own body, control what I do with it.
This is what I also respected
You know?
about you. I looked at you. We locked eyes, and you were slowly drinking the
A
milk.
solid 3 minutes.
Slowly drinking the milk. You had a half-eaten brownie bite on the top of another fully formed brownie bite.
Yes, I'm
in
glad
your
you
hands.
noticed both of them.
Because like a true assassin, you always have the gun loaded all the way deep. You always have a second bullet in case the first bullet
Know
doesn't.
your
fire.
body. Know how many
Yeah.
you're gonna need.
But I look at you and you look at me. We have a whole unspoken conversation where I'm like, Kevin, you know you're lactose intolerant.
Yes.
And you just started drinking it harder. Like like how I imagine when you have a child and you go, don't touch the fire, and the kid goes and just jams his ham straight into the fire. What is it about that? Why do you do it? Why do you do it to
I mean,
yourself?
it definitely didn't happen that way. I believe I had a sip, looked at you, caught eyes. A conversation was happening
One of us
around
licked
us.
our lips. I'm not gonna
Let's guess who it was.
point fingers at who did that. One of us did.
And then I drank a little bit more, at which point our gaze broke and we both laughed a little.
Sometimes I can't tell
Look
if you're
got
actually wanting to engage with me or if you're just daydreaming and staring at, like, in my general
that
direction.
is a big
I
problem
like to
with
think
Kevin.
it's a little bit of both.
Because you know he
We
does this where he's like,
we moved the sofa or
And I'm like,
couch.
can he see
What's
me?
the difference? What's the difference between
No.
a couch and
I feel like a sofa opens up.
What do you mean
right?
no?
I don't think there's a difference.
Doesn't
I think
it-
they're
doesn't a
interchangeable
sofa
words at
open
this
up?
point.
What's the difference between a couch and a sofa? No.
Nope. Not talking about that. Not bringing up that past trauma.
Too soon. Too soon.
Yeah.
Is there a difference?
I always assumed like a sofa had the bed inside.
Or had the reclining
that a
chairs
sofa
built
bed?
into it. You know?
Is that a sofa bed?
That is a sofa bed.
Is that not a reclining couch?
I just feel like a couch maybe is a nicer sofa. Like sofa seems like, okay, that's like, you know how you had, like I had, let's see, okay,
I like this a
sofa would
lot.
be used in a piece of furniture is particularly more ostentatious, expensive, or plush.
Yeah,
I
you're
was
right.
totally wrong.
Oh,
I
wait,
said
the other way
couch was
around.
the
I
other way
see.
around.
I see, yeah.
Sofa is a more plush version of a couch. A couch was a low bed-like piece of furniture for laying on. A sofa is more bench-like with full arms and back.
Interesting. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
I think that's an out-of-date term. People don't use sofa
Yeah,
as much
people are dumb.
anymore. Everyone's going couch
But
now.
yeah, so we moved it back into the room that me
Not
Nick
back
and
into it. We moved it there for the first time.
back into the room.
I don't see how you're.
Into the back. We moved it into the
That's
back.
different. Yeah, I'm
With-
okay with that.
into
That's
the
like
room
how language.
with me, Nick, and Greg.
Right.
And then you like to at all hours of the day, pretty much. I would
At
say
any point,
four
at
times
any-
an hour at least.
At any point
Every
that I have
hour.
a break, I like to go and sit down.
Sit down,
It's
lay
not
down.
a sit
lay down.
so
warm up,
much as it is
get
an
a blankie.
immediate lay down.
Yeah.
My favorite was yesterday when I'm sick as a dog.
And I full on fell asleep
I'm
for 30
trying
minutes.
I'm trying to go through the intricacies of doing some graphic work, right? When my brain's not working well as is, I'm tired. I just want to go, and I'm trying to figure out how this one effect works on this text that I'm trying to get.
It
for
looked
these name
really cool
bars
by the end
for the
of it,
comic
yeah.
show, which looked really, really cool. But I could not get my brain wrapped around how this was working. And just as it would start to solve the problem, I'd hear. As Kevin was just Googling chive stuff or whatever the fuck he was looking at.
It's
and then
rather
I'd be
now,
like,
Nick.
and then I'd be like, all right, he's fine. He's gonna cry himself to sleep in a couple seconds. And then you would just get one of these. It's almost as if he saw my brain refocusing on the thing, and right as it was about to hit, he'd be like, Nicholas, you want to see this thing I'm looking at right now? And I'm like, no, Kevin, I'm okay. He's like, no, you're really missing out. Yeah, you're missing out.
I mean, there's so much more. Like,
No,
so
there's
much
not.
of that.
That was
so much
accurate.
of that did not happen.
I don't believe that at all. I've been there. I've seen it. Once,
You were there. You were there yesterday.
4 times every hour. And then there's the other thing you do.
I did
Where-
not. I like.
When-
wait,
I-
Anytime this is
fought-
happening, it's just
I know.
because
I
fucking
fought
Kevin.
so hard about putting that couch back there. I was like, no, this is our safe place. And
Gary
we no
Whitta
longer have
needs a
that.
place to sit, and his butt is too plush.
He
for
could've-
a
That's a
normal
plush butt.
IKEA
Could've-
chair.
How's that plush butt?
He could have sat out there.
He writes
He
Star
coulda
Wars
sat out
stories. We
there.
cannot put him on an IKEA chair. Andrew Renee, she's fine with the IKEA chair.
coulda
She's
sat
not
out
all
there.
upscale and stuff. Gary
He
Whitta
could have
needs
sat
to
out
be
there.
able to put his feet
You
up
gotta
if
stop
he wants.
inviting people. That's a problem.
Gary Whitta, man, that man, just talking to him in general, I just
Yeah.
love it so much
Yeah.
because I always feel like he's telling us things we're not supposed
Yeah,
to
I
know,
know.
even though he never actually tells us anything.
It's weird because
No,
I
he
don't think he's that much
refuses to.
older than me, but I kind of feel like he's the cool dad. You know, like he's a cool
Love it,
dad.
man. He's so
Well, he
he's
is
so
a dad.
dope.
I think that's the
We
difference.
just we just listen to every word he says, and then we're
I
like,
feel-
okay, bye, Gary.
I feel like we've cracked him too. Because
Well, we got him to have
you know
lunch
what?
with us
Let
today.
me
That was
rephrase
fun.
that. I feel like I've cracked myself in terms of my intimidation.
I'm still intimidated by him.
I was so intimidated by him for a
Thoroughly.
long time that I did Kind of Funny Games Daily with him, and I was like, okay, we have a rapport. Like we could do this. We've now done it 3 times together, and there's a fun there. There's
He
this,
complimented you to
there's
Greg.
Like yeah, and I'm like, that's
Yeah.
kind of cool. He likes me. He actually likes me. I think.
I don't know if he likes
I've
me,
given
though.
up on that. Like I can
Yeah.
tell he doesn't want anything with me.
Yeah.
And I'm okay. I'm totally content with having those moments with his dog.
Yeah.
You know?
He has a good dog.
Yeah, he has a
is
great
cute.
dog.
Luna is adorable. Luna is adorable.
Now, going back to a bunch of things, it's funny because we're making reference to a party mode that will not go live for like 2 more weeks.
Is that right?
But
2
we
more
played
weeks? Oh, yeah.
Smash Brothers.
Oh, it's the best.
Just the 3
I
of
don't
us.
like this.
And it immediately turned into me and
Let's
Nick
pick on Kevin.
tag teaming against Kevin because Greg's not here to stop
No.
us. And it's like, because Greg's usually the very diplomatic one where he's just like, hey man, you know, we should be nicer to Kevin. And that's very true. Kevin works very hard. Kevin does a lot of things.
Which is why I like going and laying down.
But then it's like, you see what we're saying? 90%
of the day.
It's the give and the take. And it's like,
It's like 90 degrees in the studio. There's no place that's like not
What
burning.
better way to
true.
cool yourself off than laying on a wool couch
with a blanket,
over you?
Now, but the thing is, it's
It
like
blocks
you
the
nailed it
sunlight.
with him scrolling on Reddit, and let's just do the left. Well, the left doesn't sound like that, but like he'll do his left. But it's like it's because it
like a
is
sea creature.
It's going through Reddit, so it really just goes scroll, scroll, scroll. It's like. It's just nonstop, and like I can see Nick breaking, like his eyes just
Again,
so good.
I did not want to put that couch there.
I understand. It was a horrible decision.
But I also refused to stop using it. We bought it for a reason.
That.
It was a very expensive
guests.
couch.
Yeah,
We
we bought it
respect
for
that.
guests.
No, we bought it so that we
The
could
thing
sit
is,
down.
We bought it for guests.
I believe I purchased it so
We
that we
legitimately
could sit.
You and I talked. We're like, let's make a little lounge area that when guests come, they have a place to sit.
Now the thing
and then we
is,
put it back there because no matter what we did, guests
No,
weren't
not
getting
no
the
matter.
hint
You
that we
kept-
didn't want them back
You
there.
kept inviting them.
No,
You
I would
kept
not. They
inviting
would
them.
literally they just wander in and
Or
be like,
not.
what are you guys doing back here? I'm like, oh.
What are you doing, man?
what are you gonna
No. The problem, though, I don't want to say that. An aspect of Kevin is that no matter where you put him,
You
he'll
already
find
said
a
it.
way to get into our heads.
He's like
Because
Portillo.
The thing is, it is kind of like
Where
Portillo.
you're like, God damn it. And then he's
You're
on your
here.
lap and you're like, ah. And then
Yeah.
you're trying to play the game and he just goes,
I don't like you touching
I don't know
me.
what you're talking about, but what I'm talking about is whether or not he's on the couch doing the scrolling and stuff.
Doesn't matter.
If even no matter what room he's in, you still hear him, you still feel him, you can do it's all the senses. It's a full sensory experience.
like a wet blanket.
Sensory experience.
yeah.
But my favorite thing, and that word isn't the correct word to use, is when
most noticeable
Kevin
thing.
goes on his lunch breaks.
Yeah.
And
lunch breaks?
goes into
When you go watch chai videos
our
in the-
fucking back. Like we have this like room that like honestly
I love it,
it's
Joey
just,
couldn't
like,
stay away.
so true.
Joey's like, I
And we
gotta
have
get out of this.
It's a small room that is like really the
kitchen
acoustics
room.
are horrible
Yeah.
and it's just a fucking echo chamber. And Kevin will just go in there and
I try to close the door.
it's not his fault. Because I know that the YouTube videos aren't on full volume. They just sound like they
They
are.
definitely aren't.
They're just like, I'm sure that they're very
But
low.
it's hilarious.
closing
It's
the
just
door
this
not doing
echo-
enough?
No.
This is my
No
favorite.
matter how many
Why
doors
don't you
close.
tell? Why
We
don't
hear
you
every video.
assholes communicate?
'Cause it's funnier
Remember when
if
you
we
had a
don't.
show where every fucking weekend and you were like, "Well, just communicate."
Well, no, because sometimes it's
Just
hilarious.
communicate.
Because this is what we'll do. We'll hear Kevin. And he usually we're playing it up. Obviously, he's usually very respectful. He comes in, he shuts the door. You hear him kind of rooting around. You hear him get whatever the food is he's got. It sits down, and then there's silence for a second, and then you hear this: the vulture praise.
I like
On the
interesting
hyena.
stuff.
And it's
so
like, what is he fucking watching?
That's the thing. It's like whether he's watching it on his phone.
Vulcanized rubber
the-
is made like this. You're like, what? What?
Don't I
Something
like
I love
learning?
most about Kevin is
Why is it every time that I'm here, you guys have to make the show about me? We had
so
other topics.
Joey, you want to take that? You want to take that one, Joey? All right.
See, I love something that I actually respect very much about you is you are very technologically adventurous, and
Yeah.
you are an early adopter. You're in that. You want everything to be with you at all times. If something has Wi-Fi as an option, you're going to buy that version. But I just love that this whole, especially in the Google ecosystem, you start watching a video somewhere, you can take it with you and go. You'll have your little, Kevin office, whatever it is.
I mean,
You'll
it's
be
an
watching
office,
a video
yeah.
about a vulture. Take that video with you and immediately just keep watching it in every room, and it's just like everyone gets a taste of,
Yeah.
of what you're
Everyone
learning
needs
today.
to know what you're watching, and that's important.
But it's like one day it will be a vulture. The next day it's like how to take apart a computer and put it back together in
Yeah.
10 different ways.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how many ways do you need to know, Kevin? Seems
should
like
know
one
all.
way
The
would be
scary
fine.
thing is when you start getting to like how to hide webcams in the toilet or like how to put
Nope.
CPUs in your
That
friends.
is your video feed.
Shit like that. where-
CPUs in your friends.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Make them cyborgs, I think is what
It's
he's
like
trying
how
to
to
say.
control your friends' urges with
Now-
CPUs
now-
embedded in their skin.
To try to move
We'll
on.
sort you out, Nick. We'll sort you out.
Man, I need it.
To bring this full circle here, we've been having a good day here. It's been a fun day.
It's been fun.
hot.
And
really hot.
I was
Still
like, you know what?
got-
I'm gonna drink a beer. It's gonna be good. The beer thing's broken in there. The kegerator broken.
It's not broken. Let's not say that it's out of CO2.
Doesn't
Not a
work.
big deal. We can just exchange it.
So I was trying to get some more. Figured it out. I started getting some, and then Kevin's like, "Oh, Tim's getting a beer. I'm gonna get a beer too. Cool, Greg. Cool, Greg. Can you get me a beer?" Cool, Greg comes back to me. I'm getting a beer. I'm pouring one for myself, and he just goes, oh man, yeah, Kevin decided he doesn't want a beer. They don't have the one I want. He asked me to get him milk and brownies.
Because
it's like, don't get the beer I want. Give me more milk and brownies.
As a lot of
This is round 2 of them.
A lot of bartenders will tell you if they don't have the beer you want, the closest substitution is 2 brownie bites.
I like what I like, you assholes. I like what I like, and I like to enjoy it. So.
What does Paula have to endure on the other side of this? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
What does tonight look like for you from a bowel movement standpoint?
Oh no, it doesn't affect me.
Are you gonna spackle the wall tonight when you get home?
I have some stomach pain. It feels like someone punched me in the stomach right now. So it's just overall there's like a tense kind of uncomfortable pain.
I know that pain.
And that just goes away.
Okay.
Yeah. But like, can I take a punch to the stomach for some brownies and milk? Yeah. I'm in.
It is the question I often ask myself. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go into our first topic. Tim, how does that sit with you?
I love that.
What's your topic, Tim?
My topic is, this is something we've done in years prior. I want to go through a release calendar of movies in 2018.
Hell
and
yeah.
kind of talk about our hype level for them, our interest level, what, anything we want to say about them, really.
I love it. Let's
Some
do
of
it.
these things we'll talk about more than others. Some of these movies I'm not even going to bring up because it's like, wow, I'm not going to bring up everything.
Yeah,
right?
if it's anything starring Mandy Moore, you can probably skip it.
Like this movie, Stratton, I don't know what it is. I'm not going to talk about
Skip it.
That's the
Mr.
only
Yasman
mention it
300
gets.
probably knows
Mr.
it.
Yasman 300 knows every single
knows
one of these
everything.
movies and like has access to the script
Yes.
right now as we speak.
Yes.
I don't know how you know everything, Mr. Yasman.
He's just
like, I don't understand.
refreshing
Like,
all the websites.
he is the
He
World Wide
reminds
Web.
me, it's like the Dark Knight with the Morgan
Yeah.
Freeman and all
Yeah.
the TV. Like that's him. Just
I
at
have no
all
idea.
moments.
He's like Lucy.
Yes.
I had no
I want to
no
watch
idea.
Lucy. Lucy's on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray.
You should watch it. It's a
and
pretty
I was
good movie.
considering buying it just because I'm like, I have never seen Lucy, and I really like Limitless, and I like Scarlett
How much
Johansson.
is the 4K? Like Blu-rays or what are they? They're still
fucking
Blu-rays.
expensive. They're Ultra HD. They're
Yeah.
UHD Blu-rays. Yeah,
UHD Blu-rays. How much are they? Like what's
They're-
the standard
they're
price?
expensive. You know,
Is it-
25 probably standard.
Okay.
But
Well, we're
like,
used to buying like
they're
the
as much
bargain
as
bin.
3D Blu-rays
Yeah.
were. But yeah, that's the thing. Is like Lucy, I think was $11.99. So I'm like,
Got it.
It's weird to say because I never ever play physical media anymore. I stream everything. So I started. Greg loaned me that Gotham by Gaslamp, and you're right. By the way, of course it came with a Blu-ray. Thank God, because I have the original PS4 that doesn't have 4K capabilities. But I popped in the.
to be clear, the PS4 Pro does not either.
Oh really? It can't
Yeah,
play.
no
it can't
one-
play
none.
Ultra HD.
It's ridiculous.
It's super
weird.
upsetting. The Xbox does. The Xbox One X. Correct?
Well, I don't have a 4K
And
TV
S.
either, so
Xbox
it really
One
wouldn't
S as
matter.
well.
Really?
All Xbox One,
God, man, Sony,
above
you
it.
fucked that up real bad.
real bad, guys.
Either way, though, popping in a Blu-ray of an animated movie for the first time, I was like, "Damn, this
yeah,
is
dude.
really good."
It looks great.
So I can't even fucking imagine what that looks like in 4K.
4K animation is a sight to see.
I
Man.
bet.
It's like
I
the
bet.
lines are so crisp and sharp. It's fantastic.
You should take it home. I brought it back if you want to watch it. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
but was it good?
It's rated R. It's hard.
Was it good though?
I thought it was pretty good.
Was it good?
It's
It's rated
not-
R. It's hard.
I enjoyed it. I mean, I don't think it's the best. It's no Under the Red Hood, but it was good. It's good.
Was it better than that Harley one that we watched on the airplane? Because I didn't really like that too much.
Yes, it was better than that
You
one.
didn't like that one?
No,
That was weird.
it was weird.
That's some weird stuff going on. Although I'm not going to begrudge Harley and Nightwing for getting a little
Freaky,
snooky nooky. You know,
trying
what
to
I-
get their fuck on.
trying to get that. You know,
I know.
She in love with
get
the
that.
Joker.
Get that.
We're going through this. I'm going to start with movies that have already come out.
'Kay.
So
Good.
whatever. Insidious: The Last Key
No, thank you.
came and went.
There's like 3 I haven't seen, so probably not gonna watch.
It's a
that one.
sad day when you have to catch up, and go deep down all of the horror movie spin-offs of the original series. I can't do it.
Is Insidious? Does that one have spin-offs? Or was that Annabelle?
No,
Is
it's-
Annabelle. I'm thinking Annabelle.
Insidious has a bunch of spin-off. No, wait, does it have?
No.
I see what you're saying now.
What
Annabelle's the one
was
I'm
a
thinking
spin-off of.
The something horror.
House on Haunted Hill, Amityville Horror.
No, not the Amityville horror. It was, but it was about
The
the
Conjuring.
Amityville house.
That's
The
The
Conjuring.
Conjuring,
That's
The
it.
Conjuring, yes.
It was about the Amityville horror, though.
Yes.
The
yes.
Amityville house.
Yeah.
The Commuter was a thing that happened.
Okay.
Oh, I saw that.
You did? Okay,
Yeah.
what'd you think?
That's Jackie Chan, right? No,
No, it's the
I'm
Foreigner.
thinking that's you're right. You're right.
Commuter was Liam Neeson on a
On the train.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, thank
that
you.
one looks bad. But I
Taken
might
on a
go see
train.
it.
My
No,
friends
thanks.
went to see it, and it kind of played out the way I thought it would among my friend group, where majority of them were like, that was really not good and trash. And my friend James Burke had his glowing review that he gives 99% of movies.
Wasn't that
It's not that bad. So it exists.
To be fair, I am also generally in the that's not that bad camp.
Yeah.
But usually mine's like, you know what? It's not that bad.
Yeah. His is it's a different out of that. His is a lot more.
You can tell it's that bad.
What he believes.
Yeah.
Like he's just like, no, really, yes, it's not that bad.
Okay.
Like, we'll see, James. Proud Mary
came and went.
did very well box office wise.
Did it?
Proud Mary.
I thought it got,
never
I thought it
heard
got
about
panned.
that.
No, from what I've seen, I was reading a bunch of articles about that. That and Girls' Night. Was that what it's called? Girls' Night Out?
Girls' Night Out.
The one that was all the girls on the bachelorette party and then
the hangover
trailer.
with
It's Hangover with Girls. It was like, there's the trailer
That
where
was-
the
That's
girls
Scarlett
were crossing
Johansson,
the
right?
thing and went, no, not ScarJo.
No,
Bunch
it
of
was
black women.
Oh yeah, that was supposed to be really fun.
And that did really, supposedly did really well.
Yeah.
And it didn't get well reviewed, but it made a lot of money.
What was the other one called?
What was the other one?
There was another one?
The Bachelorette
one I'm talking about was
where,
Scarlett
one of the
Johansson.
guys died. One of the girls dies. No, when like
Jesus,
they
Kevin,
get a
where
stripper
are
and the
you?
stripper dies.
That's very bad things.
No, that movie was awful though.
It was bad. Jeremy Piven.
It's a bad movie.
Yeah. What's next?
I don't know. There's a lot here that I don't even. Den of Thieves.
That I kind of, okay, here's the
one with
deal.
Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. Let's
And
go.
Gerard Butler. And here's the deal.
And Ice Cube's kid.
Here's the deal. As you know, I watched Geostorm over the break.
You certainly
You did.
did.
And by over the break, I mean last weekend. I don't know why I said over the break.
How have we not talked about it on the morning show?
Took me 2 viewings because I was sick and fell asleep halfway through it.
No, it's just how you consume movies.
The
You
one
like
thing-
watching two.
The one thing that I'll say about this movie was that Gerard Butler's in it. That's what I'll say about this movie. I saw the trailer for Den of Thieves, recognized that Gerard Butler also in that movie. So I kind of want to see it.
Yeah.
I want to give him one more chance. This
See,
might be it.
Do you have any dates? Like, when did this come out?
Yeah, I do.
I think it's out in theaters now.
Den of Thieves came out January 19th.
Yeah.
I'll start naming dates when it's like things that haven't happened yet. Den of Thieves is one of those ones I didn't watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. With the power of Movie Pass, anything is possible.
Sure.
But I did watch Ingrid Goes West,
Yeah.
Very fun.
and interesting movie that like take this for what it's worth. I'd recommend watching. It's not that good.
Yeah.
But there's moments and stuff, and it's cool to see. But the reason it's worth watching is Ice Cube's kid.
Yeah.
And he was so good in it that I should probably
Know his name.
stop calling him Ice Cube's
Nope.
kid.
Don't do it.
And
He will forever be Ice Cube's kid.
But no, but
until
he
Ice
shouldn't
Cube
be.
dies,
He shouldn't
will
be
be Ice Cube's kid.
Little Cube. The thing with him is he is so good in everything I've
Crush
seen
dies.
him in.
Yeah.
Whether it was Straight Outta Compton
Crush
as
dies.
Ice Cube or in Ingrid Goes West,
Yeah.
where I was like, you were the star of the show. Then I'm like, all right, him and Den of Thieves,
I can see it.
I can see it.
Just on his power, you want to go see it?
He's on there. He's on my list
impressive.
now.
That's impressive.
He's on my list.
What's next?
Maze Runner: The Death Cure.
Nobody cares about those.
Okay, wait. Now I've seen the.
Hit me with it,
I
Nick.
watched the first Maze Runner, and I kind of liked it. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of did. It's a cool, interesting, weird. It's a little too young adult to be really good sci-fi, but the concept of it is really cool. And I think I even watched
This
the
is the
second
last one?
I think I want to say I watched the second one, which was Scorched Earth, and then or Scorched something, and what's this one
Yeah,
called?
there's
This is
one
The
called
Death
Scorch-
Cure.
Yeah. So I actually thought it was kind of cool. It's very obviously up in the realm of Hunger Games,
Yeah.
where it's like, okay, this is aimed toward the young adult audience, but the concept is fucking cool. It's just a bunch of people stuck in the middle of this maze. You don't know why, and and it just goes from there. It's kind of fucking cool.
But is it like Hunger Games, where like do they get out of the maze at the end of the first one, and then the other 3 movies are them not in the maze?
Yeah.
I'm not going to spoil it for
Okay.
you, but yes, that is exactly what
Yeah,
happens.
it's interesting because like Hunger Games, I haven't watched them, but like that's
Remember that
Battle
time-
Royale is the first one, and then after that, it's just
Well, Hunger Games, they eventually go. They have to go back into the Hunger Games.
Yeah, and the second Hunger Games.
and
they
then the
have to go
third
back
one
to
is
Hunger
there is
Games.
another Hunger Games as well. It's just
Is the
in
third one another Hunger Games? Or
Yeah,
is that
because
just
it's
full all
the
out
city.
war?
Well, the city becomes there's
Oh,
traps
they're
all over
Hunger
the city.
Got it. But
and
that's
they-
just a war. Then
Yeah, but
they're
it's
attacking the city. But I get what you're
Hunger
saying.
Games esque.
Yeah.
Esque.
He put such an emphasis on that.
he's hungry.
It's
dude.
one of those things. I mean, Hunger Games. Sorry, not to lament, but I'm like, why do people like that so much? People really liked the books, and I tried reading the first
The
one. I'm like, I
concept
can't get
is
into
fucking
this.
awesome, and that's
Yeah.
the thing is like there's something so intrinsically cool
I heard
about
that-
Battle Royale as a concept, and it obviously works in video games as well.
Fuck yeah, it does.
You know,
I
and
heard
like,
the
that
second
makes
and third
sense.
book weren't good. Like they
And
were
then,
like widely,
you know,
because they
people
were
were-
rushed out.
Yeah.
Like the author had a lot of time to write the first one.
Oh god, this
and then they wanted the sequels.
is making me think of the next book series that's coming to
Oh
movie.
yeah, don't worry, we're
Get
getting
in
there.
there,
We're
get
getting
it.
there. Moving through here, Cloverfield Paradox.
Saw it.
That was a Netflix thing.
Finished
But
it.
so,
You
yeah.
can see Joey and my reacts on youtube.com/kindafunny right now. The morning show 2 days ago.
I really want to watch that too.
Well, there you go.
Then there's one coming out on February 9th called The 1517 to Paris.
Yeah, that's the Clint Eastwood movie.
Clint Eastwood movie. It's the story of...
It's a true story with the actual people that were in the story as the actors.
Right.
Which feels weird.
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood makes great movies, but he skates a weird line between narrative and I don't want to say propaganda because that's not the right word, but his movies are really pro-America, which again, not a bad thing, but he's doing some weird stuff where you're like, what are we doing here? Are you taking advantage of this? Like, I don't know. With this one, it seems like I think his intentions are good of like, hey, these were the heroes, instead of giving Bradley Cooper the fucking because who knows who the real people are? Like, obviously Bradley Cooper was an American Sniper and everyone's like, oh, that's the guy, but like no one knows what the real guy looked like, right? Yeah. So I think he's taking it one step farther and going like, let's put the real people in there so they can actually get the kudos. But it's just a weird fucking movie.
I saw the trailer for this movie twice in 2 days when I saw Jumanji and I, Tonya back to back. And the first time I watched it, I was like, okay, cool, the Clint Eastwood movie, sure, this looks fine. It wasn't until the second time that I realized that the actors were the real people.
Real people, yeah.
Because I feel like the trailer, that's a hard concept to explain.
Yeah.
Right? It's like the real heroes, whatever. I'm like, but that could just be anybody, you know? So this seems weird to me. Something about it rubs me the wrong way.
Very weird.
Not sure exactly what.
I wonder how much they're in the movie.
I think they're the leads of the movie.
That's so interesting.
Yeah. They're the only characters in the trailer.
Wow.
There's flashback scenes you see of them as kids. Obviously not them.
It'd be hilarious if they were like, you guys got to dress down a little bit.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, I don't know.
Next one up.
Just got hot.
Here's where you go, Nick.
Yeah, give it
the
to
big
me.
one. Also on February 9th, 50 Shades Freed. The climax.
Now,
let's go.
Here's why I'm disappointed with this, okay? Everyone that I know has taken it upon themselves to watch all of these movies without me. Now, you took me to the first one. I appreciate that. But then the second one comes around. I go, I'll go see the movie. And everyone goes, oh, no, Gia, it's our Gia date night anniversary thing. You can't come, Nick. My wife goes, I'm never going to watch that fucking movie. I'm never going to watch that movie. Hey, I watched that movie last weekend. It was terrible. And I'm like, why won't people let me be into the bondage? You know I love that shit.
You remember this incorrectly. We invited you to come 2 years ago.
Did you?
Last year.
Last year, yeah.
Last year when this happened.
They get them out like every 2 months.
So here's the thing: 50 Shades of Grey, the first movie, where I met
terrible
Gia.
What the fuck was that? She was stroking right through.
That's Tim doing Greg having a stroke talking about Jen.
When I first met her, that was now 3 years ago, and so that was one of the first videos that we put up proper as Kind of Funny. Was our 50 Shades of Grey review, and so that was a fun experience where you took the hot dog out of the bun and slow played that thing next to two couples that were just there. It's like, God, Nick.
No, it wasn't two couples.
You're right.
It was one couple to my left and a girl who was there, I guess, looking for a date to my right. And she was horrified. The more I took that thing down in my mouth, the more horrified she became.
Well, the thing is how long you took to take it down.
I like the slow play.
Like, if you just got it in and out.
Look, if you put something that size all the way in your mouth at the same time, you are running the risk of choking on it. You have got to slow play that thing, and you got to work in the back muscles in the back of your throat.
I don't understand what's happening. Is this hot dog thing real? Did he really take down a hot dog very slowly?
Yes.
I like to savor it.
It's real, Kevin. This really happens. I've seen him eat
hot dogs. It doesn't take that long.
Oh, it took him a while.
Question then: are you and Gia going to do a special thing for this next one?
So yeah, I mean, we've been doing this. So the next year after that, they didn't have another one because they were fucking idiots and they didn't strike when the iron was hot on that one. So now it's way too late. So last year, the second 50 Shades movie came out that I don't even remember what it was called.
50 Shades Darker.
50 Shades Darker. Yeah.
And this is 50 Shades Darkest.
50 Shades Freed.
Yeah.
Is this, which is like, that's stupid. But anyway, watching the last movie, it was even worse than the first. The first was fucking horrible.
Stupid.
And like, yeah, the sex is cool, but like, there's not enough of it. But
it also makes no fucking sense and does not need to be in the movie at all. It is not pertinent to the plot whatsoever.
God. It gets even worse though because it's like then there was this masked villain that came into play and there was guns involved and it's like
a villain.
Yeah,
Kim Basinger's in it. And you're like that's hot because she was in the 89 Batman.
Yeah, it was kind of hot, but like besides that, no, she was like
his mom, doesn't she?
No, she plays his ex-lover.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
Basinger?
Oh, I thought she was his mom.
No, there's a lot going on.
That's strange, man.
There's a lot of weird shit.
That smells weird.
But whatever. I remember watching that
chapstick.
movie, and it was just like, what the fuck happened? And then I've seen so many trailers for this new one coming out. Obviously, we got to see it close out the trilogy. My favorite thing is that they're going with the tagline, you got to enjoy the climax. So let's fucking go.
Yeah.
I hate that this is the first 50 Shades movie that does not feature a cover of Crazy in Love by Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Damn.
Like, what, guys, come on. How are you going to drop the fucking ball?
Money
Oh,
that,
they're
like, you
married.
can't afford that shit.
That
No
love
one's
is
watching this stupid
not
movie.
as, you know.
I don't enjoy that. But every trailer I've seen of this movie, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, they buy a house, and now she has money, and like the mass killer's there, and there's car chase scenes that
Wait,
look
there's
really
a mass
violent.
killer? Like
But
an
then there's some
actual...
other
yeah.
woman who's like really inappropriate with him while she's there, and she's like,
Yeah.
"Yo, I'm in the fucking room."
It's weird, man.
It's
This
very
movie,
weird.
It's gonna be
She
fucking
drives
horrible.
under a thing, a little Fast and Furious.
Furious,
Yeah.
too.
What the fuck is going on? You'll have to find out right here. Probably in the Kind of Funny Morning Show.
Doesn't that smell like oregano?
What?
The chapstick that he put on, it smells so strong, like
It
oregano.
does smell strong, man.
It's just wax. It's just
I don't know
chapstick.
about oregano.
Everything's
Peter
melting.
Rabbit.
I kind of want to see Peter Rabbit.
No,
Here's
you
why.
don't.
I
What
do.
the fuck's Peter
Greg gets
Rabbit?
the- Have you not seen the trailer? with
No, I haven't.
Peter
James,
Rabbit, like the kid.
James, what's his name? Cornell? James
Dom Hall
No.
Gleason, I want to say is his name.
James Corden.
James Corden.
James Corden
The other
is
guy.
Peter Rabbit
Who's the
himself.
Irish guy that was in? Is
Oh,
he
I
Irish or
don't know.
British? The guy from Star Wars. Huxley. General Hux's.
Oh my God, is that him?
He's the lead. Yeah.
wow.
I want to say his name's Dom Hall, but
And
I
then
could
the
be wrong.
lead
And then I got
woman-
blasted because I was like, he's like British, and it was like, you idiot, he's Irish, and I'm like, I don't fuck. We're American. We don't pay attention to shit here.
Not the
Okay.
United Kingdom. Boom.
Then
There you
there's
go.
Took
the
over
woman
half the
is
world, for
what's her
Christ's
name?
Rose McGowan. No. Rose Byrne.
Rose Byrne.
Burns.
Yes.
Rose Burns.
What the hell's Peter Rabbit?
Remember Peter Rabbit? Like
Like a kid
folktale?
story.
The kid story.
Yeah, he steals all the
Peter
guy's garden.
Rabbit,
It's actually
Cottontail,
here's the thing. I saw the
the
preview for
bunny
this and I was
trail.
like, it kind of looks fun. I like the cast. It's clearly a kids movie, but I was also like, this is very violent for
Very
a kids
violent.
movie.
The thing is, what's
he's
funny
trying
about
to
it-
kill the fucking rabbits with that garden hoe, and like gets very close to taking their heads
Well,
off.
the thing is, it's this guy, it's Hux versus all the bunnies, and
And
like it
are you
gets, they
still
have
there?
fight scenes,
Yeah, and they
and
have
they're
fight
really
scenes.
there's people get electrocuted multiple times, and essentially it looks like from the reviews I saw, they're very bad. But they're like, it's essentially a kids movie that is just slapstick comedy the entire time.
Great.
Well,
Like,
isn't
just
that like
physical-
Home Alone?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
This looks
Yeah.
very Home Alone
Very Home
esque,
Alone.
Cool.
but it's fucking CG bunnies versus
Yeah.
a dude fighting over a woman. It's very weird.
Wait, the bunnies,
The bunnies
want her
like
too?
the
the
woman.
bunnies, or she's friends with the bunnies,
Uh-huh.
and
She-
he's trying to bang the woman.
Let's just say
Not like a
she has
relationship. He just wants to-
a relationship with the bunnies, not physically, but maybe she lets them watch her shower.
Jesus Christ.
And then there's a joke where he's trying to kill the bunnies, so he gets an electric fence and puts candy and stuff on the fence, and then the bunnies know better. But then there's a porcupine.
Yeah.
Oh
'Cause
no.
I guess the porcupine hangs out with the bunnies. That's
Yeah,
weird.
they all. It's animal kingdom.
Why is the porcupine
Circle of
the
life?
farm? Why is there a porcupine? in
There's
the farm?
porcupines everywhere.
It's
The
the forest.
porcupine is a lady, older lady porcupine.
Oh.
And she walks up and bites the candy, gets electrocuted, and all her things fly off. And then they're like, oh, and
Quills?
she's like, don't look at me. That was the
Ah,
joke.
I see. She's
Yeah.
naked.
So that'll probably be the last time we ever talk about Peter Rabbit.
Nope.
Cool, Greg.
Cool, Greg. You say the word. I'll go and watch it with you.
Fair point, man. Fair point. What's next?
Black Panther.
Oh, hell
That's a given.
yeah.
Real close.
That's a
on
given.
Hell yeah.
That's next week.
That's next week.
That.
Next
It is
Thursday.
next Thursday.
I love it.
Let's go, boys.
LOVEIOU. You know what I mean?
I do, man. I do. 343.
Why are you?
LOVEIOU.
some money. I apologize.
I'm very excited for Black Panther. The reviews have been great. Everybody that I know that has seen it has loved it. And
At one point, it was at 100% on Rotten
On Rotten
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
but
it'll
that
go
doesn't
down
matter
after that
anymore.
once the
That
reviews
doesn't
come
matter
out.
anymore. We
There's
don't
been a
care
lot of
about
movies
that
that are hit 100%, but that'll go down a little bit. But I'm assuming a lot of people like it. I'm guessing it'll go somewhere in like the 85 to 90 range, like most really good Marvel movies.
Yeah.
So we'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
I'm stoked about it. I think it's going to be one of the good ones.
I'm excited.
Um,
Very excited.
Me too. What are you thinking about right now? Let me guess.
My stomach hurting.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a little more distracted than I wanted
Game
to.
night,
I want to see Game Night.
February 23rd.
I think it's going to be
Cool Greg's
bad, but I want to
birthday.
see it.
Yeah, that's one of those like dumb
looks bad.
comedies where you're like, there's no way this is good,
But the house also looked bad. And when I watched that on the plane, not once but twice, on the way to and back from wherever the hell we were going, I could not stop laughing out loud.
Nick laughed out loud with his stupid ass little headphones in.
People do that. People laugh out loud all the time.
That's facts.
It's a normal thing.
Annihilation.
I don't really want to see Annihilation.
Me neither.
Oh my god, you
And
guys!
it's weird because I like
really wanna
it's
watch
from the
it.
guy that made Ex Machina, and so that you know
Natalie
it's going to be
Portman.
cool sci-fi. But I think that I'm like monsters
Nick,
attacking people.
It's gonna be
in the sparkly land. Doesn't look
a bunch
appealing
of
to me.
trans metals. I'm excited.
What's a trans metal?
It's in Beast Wars when they started grabbing 2 different animals and mixing them together.
That is cool.
Yeah,
So-
that's what we're gonna see.
So here's the
metals.
thing, Kevin.
There's a man bear pig possibly.
Transimals? Is that what
There's not a man
metals.
pig.
Trans metals?
Yeah, there's definitely a
Transmetals.
man bear pig.
No, there's not a man pig.
Have you
That's
seen the
South
trailers?
Park.
There
There's
does
a
look
man
a
bear
little
pig.
bit like a man
Oh,
bear
you're
pig.
saying this? I thought you were
Yes.
talking about
Oh
Transmetals.
yeah, no,
No, no.
The
Yeah,
thing is, like,
Annihilation,
someone called us
there
out
does
when we were
look
talking
like
about it on the morning show a while back.
I'm listening.
The Transmetals are not, because I said it was Transmutants. That's totally different. That's from Ninja Turtles. Some weird shit in the comics. The Transmetals was later. There was another thing that's the combining. Transmetals when
they were shiny?
They were shiny because they were
Fuck.
organic. Original, right? Beast
Yeah,
Wars
yeah,
came
yeah,
out
yeah.
like Cheetor.
Yeah.
Was organic.
Yeah.
A cheetah. And then
And then
eventually
he
was
became
Transmetal. He had the
transmetal
metal.
and had the
But
like
then-
jets that popped out.
But then when
You know,
they
with his jets, they come out of his
combined,
tum-tum.
what were they when they
didn't fuck around with
combined?
that.
I don't know.
Look it up, Kev. We need to get this right.
Maybe. And I'm going to throw this out there. Were they called combos?
They weren't. They weren't.
Do you guys remember combos? And would you like some
The
combos
ones
right
that
now?
have like
What's a
their
combo?
pepperoni pizza.
Yeah, I think so, right?
I want one of those.
Okay.
I'll have one. Do you have some? Or
No,
you
I
just,
don't have any, but we have
You know
some
what
milk.
combos? They're like little. They look like dog treats
Cool,
for
Greg, I just want you
people.
to put...
Fusors.
Fusors.
That's what they were.
That's a dumb name.
That sounds
They're
right.
fucking Fusors. Fuzors.
The important thing. Damn, you just spelled that out.
What's the
The
next
important
movie?
thing is
The next one is
they look like the.
Red Sparrow.
Oh,
coming
yeah.
out.
Holy shit, that
Dude,
looks
movie
so
looks
good.
fucking awesome.
So
Really?
good.
Dude, have you seen the preview?
What?
for it?
Ooh, for me, it's a hard pass.
Really? Why?
But I don't think you
pass.
like spy movies, so like.
No, I'm
don't.
down for spy movies.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm
Dude,
down
this
for
looks
J-Law,
hot.
but I don't know, man.
Looks fucked up and hot.
This seems like a story that we've seen too many times.
Yep.
Lots of times. It's basically a Black Widow story,
I know.
but done with like rated R and a slightly better actor.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair. I don't know that I need that.
I do.
I don't know. I didn't like the trailers.
I fucking, whatever reason, I love Cold War stuff. Like I love Cold War spy era like movies about that. It's John le Carré. Like I love the idea of like these soldiers that they're training to be like these femme fatales. I think it's hot. Hot.
If you're looking for that, Sucker Punch, man. That's the only way to go.
What?
I'm being an ass.
Okay.
But my problem with looking at the trailer, it seems like there's a lot of double agent, triple agent shit
Yeah.
going on.
I'm sure there
And,
will
like,
be.
I'm not sure that I might be wrong, but I feel like the plot's going to be kind of.
Here's my thing.
Hard to follow.
I really wanted to watch Atomic Blonde. Like really wanted to like Atomic Blonde.
Oh, yeah?
When saw it, that movie's all visually inspired, zero story, and I
Great.
was like, that burned me. Right?
Really? Because to me, that looks way more interesting than this.
There's no story there. This looks like it's going to be a lot of story with I think they're going a little deeper with this, which is why I'm excited. It's going to scratch the itch that I was hoping Charlize Theron would have scratched for me. Thrawn.
Why does he have to say
know.
so
Everyone-
many words?
Kevin will just give
bad?
me this look. I'm just like.
He just says them wrong, and he knows he's saying them wrong.
Why try to be right when you can be fun and wrong?
Chevys.
There's a movie called Gnome Alone coming out. It's
No
a CG
idea.
movie.
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
excited about
Yeah,
that?
no.
Oh, Cool Greg
Wait,
gives
what
it
is
the
it called?
nah.
What is it?
Gnome
Gnome
Alone.
Like a
Gnome
garden
alone?
gnome,
Oh no.
but home alone.
No.
And they got
don't.
Sherlock Gnome too, right?
They
And then
had
there's
Sherlock
also a
Gnome.
Sherlock
Yeah.
Gnome. Yeah.
It's batting down the lineup on that
Did you say it
one.
was number 2? Sherlock Gnome 2?
Isn't that coming out this year?
I don't know. We'll see. A Wrinkle in Time on March 9th.
Man, a lot of effort's going into this movie.
A lot of effort. People are real excited. Not people in my circle. Gia's real excited.
Is she?
Because she read the book and
I
stuff.
never read
when
the
she
book,
was
I
so
never
little.
read the
I
book
don't know.
either.
Me neither.
I was
To me,
supposed to, but I think I just didn't.
Sorry, I apologize.
It's fine. No, it's fine.
No, to me, it's one of those like kids like books that I should have read, like the Chronicles of Narnia. That I was like, maybe I read half the first one, and I was a lazy kid, so I never got around to the rest of them.
Yeah.
That's where it's gonna hit for me.
Yeah, we'll see. This is the type of movie that I think is going to flop,
I feel like this is gonna flop.
but I don't know.
I feel like this is gonna go the way of
I think it's gonna look
Tomorrowland.
really
It
cool
does look
from
cool.
the trailers.
Even just the Disney Castle like kaleidoscope looking thing
Yeah.
they got going on. That's cool. But this kind of hits me as a not Pirates. What's the thing?
Tomorrowland.
Oh well, yeah,
Yeah,
like a
Tomorrowland,
Tomorrowland-esque thing. But there was the other one that really didn't do well.
Mars.
John Carter from Mars.
Not that. It was
These are all, I think, good.
These are
these
great
all
examples.
could just
Yeah,
work.
they're
It
all
could be
great
like
examples.
that.
No.
Was it?
It's with Johnny Depp though.
Yeah.
Oh, the Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was Armie Hammer's fault. I
Yeah.
just want everyone
That was
to know
his
that.
fault.
Why do you
That
hate
was
Armie
Squarely,
Hammer?
that was squarely
He
in
was
Armie
so
Hammer's
good.
lap.
He was great in Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Oh, that's a bold statement.
Yeah.
That's a bold statement.
And you haven't even seen his
Nothing was
latest
great
movie,
about
Nick.
The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Tomb Raider, March 16th.
I'm excited for that.
I'm scared.
Fine. I'm ready to watch it. Are you scared? There's
I
nothing to be
am,
scared
no,
of, Kev.
That's like there's so much history that goes behind Tomb Raider movies, like in the sense that like they're not good movies.
Two movies, yeah.
This
And
thing is
just video game movies in general. Like there's so much that's like that it like if it succeeds, it's such a good win, and if it fails, that it'll just fit in this bucket.
No,
That's like
this
oh,
movie's
well.
going to be Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
The movie.
It's going to be.
Don't have any more expectation. Don't have any
What do you
less
mean?
expectation.
It's not going to be the breakaway. This starts and ushers in the era of video game movies.
and it's also not going to ruin Tomb Raider.
Let me
Well,
ex-
I'm not saying that either of those things are gonna happen. What I'm saying is that like it will either fail, like everyone just I think assumes it's gonna, or it's gonna be a big deal. But like that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna be a big deal.
It
It's
won't
just
be a
gonna
big
be like nothing.
I'm
So.
with that.
Are we making a big deal of this? Are we
No.
doing midnight showings of this,
No,
or
no,
are we not
no,
caring?
Tomb Raider, probably not.
That's a good. And that see right there.
You're right.
That tells me everything I need to know about it.
Yeah.
If we have not been like, oh shit, we
got
forgot
to
to
do
get
reacts
tickets
for this.
and then Joey goes and gets tickets, and then I get super mad at her because she makes me see it in 3D, even though she goes, well,
best way to
it's
see
kind of
it.
your fault, Nick, and I'm like, you're right, but I'm gonna be mad at you instead. That tells me that it's not going to be that big of a deal for us, but we'll see what happens.
I feel you. Man, a lot of movies I'm not familiar with. Pacific Rim Uprising, March 23rd.
Was not gonna see this movie until the second trailer.
The second trailer made
And
it
then I was
look
like,
a lot
fuck,
better.
fuck you, John Boyega. Maybe I have to re-engage.
Now, did you like the first one?
I hated the first
I
one.
hated the first one.
It is not, and again,
Charlie Day's character and like
Useless.
the other like not useless, like I feel like offensive. I get it's like it's supposed to be like oh like no, they're making fun of that genre, but it's like they're not. It is just a movie. And like you know, like they're not mocking anything, that like they just made a movie and
It was really weird.
I don't understand how people love
They
those movies.
really love-
or at least they
people
like
love
saying they
Pacific
love it.
Rim.
I don't know how many times they've seen it.
Pacific Rim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do people?
People like it.
People like, dude,
People
the
are
chat
really
blows
fans of
up.
that movie.
Okay,
the
well,
chat blows.
Pacific Rim, cool as a concept, but yeah, I mean, I'm with everyone at this table.
No, but
right
I mean,
now.
cool as a concept. In my opinion, a bad execution.
Bad.
Looked
Bad.
bad storyline.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
man,
It was
when
off
they
for
go
me.
through the dimensional thing and you see the other side, and you're like, wow, how much this looks like hell from Spawn. Do you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No,
It's
it's
like
not
that.
good at
But
all.
this one, the first trailer, I was kind of like, oh, this looks like we don't need this. The second trailer, I was like, you know what? This does look a lot better than the first one.
The thing is this-
because at least it's giving us what we are looking for from the movie, which is
Yeah.
dumb robot team up fight
Yeah,
scenes.
and that's perfect, right? If you would say to me, Nick, they're gonna make a $200 million movie about humans that have to get into giant robots to fight giant monsters, I'd be like, this sounds fucking great. On paper, this pencils out. It's just the slightly weird, tonally weird, really stereotypically on purpose execution that they did with the first one, where every character was like. It was like a
Archetype.
character creator in an RPG where it's like, you are the scientist, you are a nerd, you are white, you have a beard, you are these things. And like, these two people are super blonde. And I get that was supposed to be the sort of hyper real aspect of it, or hyper surreal aspect of it. It just didn't work.
It didn't feel right. I
No,
don't know, yeah.
it felt weird. It was just weird. But, you know.
But again, when I came out of it, people that I like kind of respect were like, yeah, I really like that movie. And it was like,
I couldn't get through it.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Charlie
I
Hunnam.
think Cool Greg was wrong because Sherlock Gnomes comes out on the 23rd of March.
Well, the first one?
No, it's Sherlock Gnomes. Maybe there's another gnome movie.
There's a lot of no movies.
There's two gnome movies. We've already gone over that.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
There's-
no in the beginning as in I haven't seen it.
There's two
Oh.
gnome movies that I know about.
I like that. I like that. But I like more because earlier I told everybody that Cool Greg gave gnomes the nah. I was incorrect. He just said I haven't seen it.
Oh,
Sorry,
that's
like,
the.
don't come to me on this one. I understand this is like, wrong for that.
Thanks, Cool Greg.
Cool Greg, how hyped are you for Sherlock Gnomes? Have you not seen it?
See, yeah.
He's not hyped for it. Move on,
No.
Tay. Move
That's what I'm
on.
saying. Yeah, sorry.
Wave off, wave off.
Ready Player One, March
You did
29th.
the exact opposite.
Another one of those movies like Tomb Raider. I'm like, if we don't end up seeing that week of, I don't care.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm not excited about that movie.
I'm excited for it. It looks
I think the
cool.
movie
I
has
like
a very
the- yeah.
unique visual style, and for that I appreciate it. Like I'm seeing things in the trailers that I've never seen done before, and I'm like, oh, this does have its own look. So that's cool. And also, I've never read the book, so like the story is interesting to me to be aware in nerd culture and understand
That's
what
the
happens.
thing. The actual story, when it was explained to me, I was like, that sounds fucking cool.
Yeah.
But then watching the trailer, and I'm like, now I get that we're playing to our audience with this. If you were to say, hey, it's a massive, like an MMO where at the end of it, if one player can find this Easter egg thing and something amazing happens, I totally get that because I have, I'm around you guys all day. I have a vernacular when it comes to video game stuff. So I get that the trailer has to explain that to the mainstream audience that doesn't necessarily understand that you can game online. But those first couple trailers are rough, man. It is like, it's just way too much exposition, way too much like, why am I not hyped for this?
I guess, okay, like I thought the trailers were fun, but I can agree with you in the sense that you can totally see where this movie's going to fall apart. Just watching those trailers. It's like you can call where it's going to fail. And you can call where it's going to succeed. You know, it's going to be fun for all the stupid references and Easter eggs, but it's going to be essentially watching a BuzzFeed list as a movie.
Yep.
Of I remember that. I remember that too. Yeah, I can relate to this. That's pretty much
Is
it.
that the DeLorean from Back to the Future?
Is that a Battletoad?
Yeah.
Yeah, Battletoads.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Have you read it?
No, I don't read.
Cock blockers.
Very
Hell
excited
yeah,
for this.
here we go.
April 6th.
Hugely excited for this movie.
Now, here's
Now-
the thing. Are you more excited? Like, do you think it'll be better than Game Night?
Yes,
Yeah?
I do. It's a better concept. I don't know. We'll see. Who the fuck knows? But I'm more excited for this than the other one because the trailer got me. It got me a couple.
Got a
times.
couple laughs out of me,
Quick,
too.
quick questions. Are people actually doing these butt bongs?
Yeah. But
Really?
Bonds- now, here's the thing. Here's how you know this is one of those comedy movies. That's like 4 years ago. Like, that's late. Or we're late now on that.
Is that the case? That
You're asking the wrong
chugging?
person what
Butt
is and is
chugging?
not.
That's what it's called.
No, I know. I get that. That's
But Cool Greg knows.
people are doing butt chugging.
Definitely.
Do you know people personally that have done this?
Nah, that's not.
No, he's
It's
joking.
like more
Right.
of like a college kid thing.
Yeah. That's definitely a college kid thing.
Either way,
Butt chugging. Fuck.
I'm
Because
excited.
the
for
alcohol
this.
gets in your system.
No,
faster.
I understand the science behind it very well. But it's
No,
also
people-
a small amount of alcohol is all you need. Doesn't need.
Yeah,
to be-
and didn't get fucking hospitalized.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah.
I actually only exclusively shoot tequila through my ass.
I've seen it.
A little sting.
That's what I like to do. I don't like the taste of it, but I like the feel of it.
Yeah, Nick's a
and I
cheap
like the
date.
smell of it. So
Yeah.
if
One
you want
shot
me
of
to, yeah,
tequila up the butt.
if you'd like to have sex with me later, Kevin, you can just let me sit in a puddle
I
of your
would not.
tequila. That's not how this should work.
Sit in a puddle of your tequila.
There's the Overboard remake coming out.
Which I finally saw the trailer for today, and I must say, I know that's a hard
Yeah,
pass.
that
for me.
looks-
okay, I
that
was
looks
about to be
hard
surprised
pass
for
for
me.
me.
That looks god awful.
hard pass.
Which is so upsetting because Overboard, the original one, great.
Classic.
just watched
Great.
it again,
Isn't it
like
great?
2 months ago.
Is it not great?
Still exactly what it used to be.
When Goldie Hawn is like broken by the kids
Yeah.
and just sitting there going blah blah. blah.
Yeah. Classic.
I've seen my mom have that same face.
Rampage, April 20th.
Here we go, Rampage.
420.
I'm too far behind on rock movies. He needs to stop making them. I can't
dude,
keep up.
See, that's my thing. I don't even know how to feel about this because when the trailer came out, I was hating on it. And that's based off Baywatch and how I feel betrayed
Yeah.
by one Dwayne The Rock
Yeah,
Johnson.
he fucked us.
But he
Then
won you back.
Won me back with Jumanji, so
I gotta see Jumanji.
I don't know, man. Although I will say Jumanji Rampage doesn't seem like it's going to fit in the same kind of
Feel,
camp
yeah.
and feel
It's
as
going to be
Jumanji.
more
looks
of
like
an
it's more
action.
serious
actiony
action,
and
yeah.
serious, which I'm like, I don't know.
Similar to
Am I
But although
Skyscraper.
Jumanji's trailers looked horrible too.
We'll
So
get there, Nick.
They did, but at least Jumanji, you're like, that's a fun concept, right? Like when they said they were redoing Jumanji, and I was like, oh Christ, really? They're gonna do that again? But at least they found a better angle for it. I'm like, okay, this is
I
cool.
can't agree with that at all.
Really?
Sucked into a video game. We're going to be in the jungle more than in real life. The whole point of Jumanji was it coming us.
Yeah, but we go to them.
I mean, I'm
sequel.
aware.
We go to them.
The sequel to
You're right.
we go to them.
That is just us
Did
in
you
the jungle.
watch Independence Day
sequel
2?
to Baywatch.
We go to
We go to them.
We go to them.
We watch the Bay sequel. The Bay watches us.
The Bay watches you.
There it
Who
is.
watches the Bay?
Who watched the Watchmen?
Also on 420.
My mom. That's who.
Super Troopers 2.
Fuck yes.
Oh,
Fucking
yeah.
Now, is this movie going to be amazing? The answer is no.
Well,
is
we don't
this
know
movie
that.
going to be funny? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Will it be as good as the first one? Not a chance
Not
in hell.
possible.
Does it need
That
to
was
be?
an accident.
Absolutely not.
No.
It
Nope.
was an accident. It was a fucking accident.
That was
It was
not
an accident for us too. Like the fact that we even walked
I
into
know.
that movie theater.
That was one of those beautiful, beautiful cinematic moments where you realize you were actually seeing something rare and
Yeah.
cool happen for the first time.
This was like a unicorn.
troop of relatively no-name people.
No.
No one.
no name.
They had done what, like one movie prior to
A
that?
college movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who the fuck
we've
gave them?
seen.
Tunnel Cruiser,
Yeah.
which is
Tunnel
also
Cruiser.
great.
Not as good.
You walk
though.
into that, it's great, but again, another great, like, super easy concept. A bunch of asshole state troopers who just fuck with
It
people.
was Super Troopers Jr.
Done. I walk in, see that movie, walk out loving those guys. You know what I think? First thing I think, when they do Super Troopers 2, which smartly should probably be the film they follow this one up with, I'm first in line. 74 years later, it's finally coming out.
Broken Lizard did a bunch of movies.
They did.
In between.
And now here's
and
the
a lot
thing
of them.
Go back to the
well.
Oktoberfest is a great movie.
Broken-
Oh,
was
no,
good.
wait, Beer Fest.
It was
Beer
good.
Fest.
Beer
Broken
Fest.
motherfucking lizard, because they came out and I remember looking at their Wikipedia and them having this whole thing of
close,
they were
you
like, we're
almost
gonna
made it.
do Super Troopers 2, but we need to do all these other things first because we need to age a bit more, because they had this whole idea for what they wanted. Now, what Super Troopers 2 is now, it's not what they were talking about. It's not that at all. But we did get Club Dread. We did get Beer
Another
Fest.
great movie.
We did get Slam and Salmon.
Not
We
as
got
bad
all these things.
as I-
all these movies, nowhere near as good as Super Troopers. That's
sure.
true. But all of them have at least one moment that has that
Beer
creative
Fest has
genius.
that, yeah.
And you just and the fact that it's the same group, always playing different characters, and the fact that the Steve Lemmy, in every movie is someone totally different and always racist. Like, it's just like always culturally insensitive somehow. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That movie's fucking special, and I can't fucking wait.
I
to see
can't
it.
wait. Very
I
excited.
funded it. I think I gave them $5.
You did?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did. You did. That was a big moment.
They owe me.
There's a movie on April 27th called Selfie Dad coming out.
Nope.
Don't know what that
Hard
is.
pass.
No idea.
It's when you look under genre, it says comedy, drama, faith.
Oh, yeah, it's one of those. It's a God
one
movie.
of those religious comedy
It's a God
dramas.
Good old ones. And then we finally hit May 4th. Avengers Infinity War.
May the 4th be with you. Star Wars.
Very, very excited for
Man.
this. I'm interested in it because I doubt that it can be a great movie. I think it's going to be a very fun experience, and it's going to be cool seeing all the characters together and interacting and getting those crazy set pieces. But then again,
But, like, this-
the guys making it are the guys that made Winter Soldier and
Russo
Civil
brothers.
War.
Yeah.
And Civil
They're good.
War had great moments, and like it did tell a story.
Civil War was really good.
And Winter Soldier's amazing.
But like we just watched
Avengers
Avengers
1.
Avengers 1, and like it's crazy to think that anything can, like, the build up to all of it, that, like, you know, all of it led to that one moment.
Culmination.
I don't know, man. I'm extremely excited to watch this movie, but
My gut tells
Who
me
knows?
we fall somewhere closer to Age of Ultron than we do Avengers. But we'll see.
Okay, I think that's fair, but I don't think that that's going to be what we're comparing them between. I think it's going to be way better than Age of Ultron. I think it's going to be somewhere between Avengers and Civil War.
Okay, I'll take that.
Right.
I like that spectrum.
Yeah, I think it's going to
Civil
be.
War.
It's
That's a
gonna
place
be
I like to. That's a
there.
that's a degree of variance that I like to operate within, my friend.
Yeah.
I like to be right in that little
yeah.
spot.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
Moving on, we got Deadpool 2 on May 18th.
I'm
watch the
scared
trailer?
this one's gonna be.
Saw the trailer.
Come on, son. Come
Yeah.
at me. Come at me.
It's just more of the same.
I really want to watch it, but like I am very worried. Like he's got a love interest in this, you know, and it's like,
I'm
what
worried
is
there's
that
going to
like?
be too much action.
Really?
Yeah. Based on
just-
this trailer, I know they're making fun of it a lot, but it still worries me. I think that the budget might be too big for this movie. I feel like the first one was so good because they had to rely on what
Yeah.
they had. I think this one they're going to blow their load.
you think it's gonna Matrix Revolutions it?
kind of, and
Reload
but
it.
also it's like I
God,
feel like
that
they're
was a
still going to be
bad
making the
movie.
jokes
Yeah.
about the action at all times. But I feel like it's going to come off a little bit disingenuous, you know?
Yeah, we'll see though. We'll see because I'll be in there day one.
As will be all of us.
Disingenuous,
Disingenuous, yeah.
ingenuine. Those are the two. options.
Genuine.
And I
Pony.
missed them. Genuine pony. Haas, haas, haas.
Haas, haas, haas.
May 25th, Solo, a Star Wars story. I'm in as fuck. totally fucking in.
I'm scared
Him as
about
Han
this.
Solo,
I'm so scared.
not sold on that. Whatevs.
He
Whatevs.
doesn't look like him. He doesn't sound like him. Like when I say he doesn't sound like him, I know
gotta
that
pee.
like
I'll be right
his,
back. You
like
guys keep going.
I just feel like the way he talks doesn't like say, "Hey, Han Solo." You know what I mean?
I agree with you
And
entirely.
it's weird.
I do think we haven't seen enough. We haven't especially heard
Sure.
him enough.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. When it comes to a trailer, I think that like the only thing they had to sell was him as Han Solo.
I feel
So
like
like
they-
if it ended and he turned around and gave us that little smirk that we
Yeah,
all know
no,
so
I'm with
well,
you. And-
we would have been like, "Oh shit, we're in."
And that's a very true thing.
Uh-huh.
And they didn't do that, and it seems like it's on purpose. This was still labeled the teaser trailer, right?
Yeah.
And my thing is, I think them
I don't
not
think it
doing
was
that
labeled.
is showing, hey, this is different. I feel like the Lord and Miller
Yeah.
trailer would have ended that way. But I feel like with the Ron Howard direction,
Yeah.
this trailer is more of a sign of like, hey, we're focusing
It
a lot
definitely
more
had that serious tone
on this
to it.
world,
Yeah.
gritty.
It
We're in
still
the
seemed like it
streets.
was going to be fun, but like still it was gritty on
Gritty,
the streets.
yeah, gritty
Felt
fun.
very much like the Belgian the
Rogue One.
2049.
Blade Runner.
Blade
Yeah,
Runner,
A lot of
yeah.
Blade Runner
Which is
vibes.
fucking awesome.
And that's the thing is
Yeah.
like, so it's a little worrying because like we were pitched on this movie, and maybe this is our fault for hyping it up in our own heads of being a buddy cop like Donald Glover is Lando.
Yeah, see, I've
and this and
I've
that.
never super cared about that because like, I mean the he's gonna be with Chewie, right? Like, man, I'm so curious to see where
I'm
they're
just
gonna
talking
do
about
with the story.
genre. I'm talking
yeah,
about tone.
I
I'm
get what
talking
you're
about,
saying.
like, it being more of a lighthearted comedy because reading a lot of the Star Wars comics, like the Han Solo miniseries that happened and the Lando miniseries that happened, both of those full of very funny moments, and they told really great stories. And it was like I was expecting that tone from this, and I'm like, oh no! At least from this trailer, that's not what we're getting. Although we're still getting hints of it. Like the posters, very much tell that story.
Yeah.
This is fun, crazy. It's like not quite Guardians. If Guardians has an 80s aesthetic, this looks like it's trying to go for a hyper neon 70s aesthetic, which is weird, and we haven't really seen that before.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I do. I am like I'm gonna watch this, but like I'm real sensitive to Star Wars movies right now.
Yeah.
Real sensitive to Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I'm gonna trade off with you guys. Nick, you talk to Kev for a second about
What do we got? What are we on?
More Star
Solo.
Wars talk?
Yeah. Okay. So I didn't get a chance to chime in on Solo yet, but I'm cautiously optimistic about this. But here's the deal: I've seen a lot of people. This is one that's kind of swaying me a little bit because I've seen a lot of people being very trepidatious about this.
Sure.
And it's scaring me a little bit.
Yeah. When you saying that, like, who are you saying?
There's people online who are like, I'm not sold on this. I don't like this. This is weird. This is not like.
Yeah, but
this is not instilling confidence. I don't know, man. I don't know. I need to be one back with Star Wars.
I mean, I am where you're at.
Yeah.
But I'm probably a little further because like I was real hurt. I developed hives in that week.
Yeah, you
of
did.
not being able to talk
You
about
did.
Star
also
Wars.
probably because of the milk, but that's,
No. It was just, I have milk every day of my life, Nicholas.
So you eat some
Okay.
weird things. I don't know. It is really one of those things that when we came to The Last Jedi that I was like, I just have to get past what my expectation is for Star Wars.
You gotta stop saying that.
and just enjoy whatever comes next. And then of course they
You
announced
should
that,
be allowed to have
Benioff
expectations.
and Weiss are coming back or coming in to do more Star Wars movies, and I'm like, oh, Doctor, just when I thought I was out, you brought me back in.
That's the thing.
You
Like
brought me
Star
back
Wars,
in.
like that world is always gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Like the lightsaber is always gonna exist. They might not be in those movies, but like I want more of that world. And maybe I don't like what the saga, like what the story, how that
Saga.
story goes. And like these one-off movies or these other new trilogies are gonna be more my thing. Whatever. I just gotta come to terms with like maybe saga is gonna follow a path that I don't want it to.
Yeah.
And you're right. Like that's for the people
That's
in
for the other
charge to make those sort of decisions.
live and
I
let
enjoyed
die.
4, 5, 6, Rogue One so much.
Yeah, we got
even
4.
7.
We got 5 of them.
Yeah,
Let everyone else have the rest of them now.
sure.
I'll tell you one thing we do like here, Kevin, though, while we're taking a break.
He's smart.
Cool merchandise. This episode of the GameOverGreggy Show is brought to you by kindafunny.com/store, where you can literally get 90% of what we're wearing right now. Are we just shills for our own merchandise? You bet your bottom dollar that we are, ladies and gentlemen. But I will say this. Every day I get up and I look into my my closet where all my shirts are, and I've got other shirts that aren't made by us, and I've got our shirts, and I pick ours 90% of the time. You know why? I look good in them, and I feel good in them.
Why are you sound like Mark Wahlberg?
He was turning into him.
Yeah,
Do you hear it?
he was.
I wanted to stop him, but he was too deep.
Hey, you want to wear some shirts? Why don't you wear some shirts with us? I'll wear shirts all day. At kindafunny.com/store, we have lots of shirts ranging in price from $7.99 to $25.99. You might say to yourself, is $25 a lot for a shirt? Well, 7 isn't, so buy that one.
You're making a lot of good sense here. You can buy this shirt, this kind of funny, one of my favorite shirts we've ever had. You can buy that party mode shirt. I love that. I wear that all the time. You can get the Kind of Funny Games daily shirt, and you can get the Kind of Funny hoodie, the brand new one that is very form-fitting, very nice,
very good.
I love it. It's kind of, it has one of those extra long sleeves,
Yeah, you can
so
get,
it has that nice.
I don't know,
kinda
Tim. I've
wrinkly
got
dick.
shirts. I've got jackets. Like, what else could I buy?
Man, like, are you telling me, Kevin, that you might be interested? You might be shopping around for some socks? Because if you were, ladies and
Absolutely.
gentlemen,
Oh,
boom.
look at that.
Kind of Funny socks.
This is turning into a long ad read.
Do we still have the keychains? Because I have one of those bad boys.
Oh my
no,
God,
are we still
we
doing
do.
pop sockets?
And pop sockets.
No, we're sold out
Whoa.
of pop sockets. Sorry.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think we're doing those anymore.
Is that true?
Oh, yeah, we're
those are
done.
gone. Anyway, either way,
Sucks for
ladies
Which
and
sucks because
gentlemen.
I love them. That's why I have 5 of them.
Either way, ladies and gentlemen,
the
go check
next
out the
5
store. We
years.
appreciate you. And now back to your regularly scheduled programming. Tim, what's the next movie? This is a fun topic. I like going through
I do
this.
too. On, I guess this is June 8th, we're getting Ocean's 8.
Ooh. Ooh.
Wait. Oh, man.
I watched the trailer for this.
I
now
didn't
I
realize
saw
they
this.
called it Ocean's 8.
Yeah, because there's 8 of them instead of
No,
11.
yeah, that makes sense.
I watched the trailer for this finally today.
Wait,
Did not
there's a
realize-
trailer?
Yeah, did not realize there was a trailer.
Forever.
But it's like a teaser, right?
No,
Or
it's a
just-
trailer.
it's a trailer.
It's a legit
Really?
trailer, and it made me laugh out loud.
Is it
and
the
I'm
one where they're
excited.
like? Is there a scene where they're all in like a bar or like a train looking
There's
thing?
always a scene when they're all in a train.
Okay,
No,
thanks.
this concept is they're
It
going to
made
rob
you
the
laugh
Met
out
Gala.
loud once.
Yeah, that's
And
enough.
I'll give you the joke was,
She was
funny.
like, how long does it take for you to make 4 pieces of jewelry? And Mindy, what's her name? Kaylee. Kayling goes 4 hours. She goes, can you make it any faster? Or like, how long would it take if I told you you could move out of your parents' house? And she was like, it'll be faster. It was funny. I just destroyed that joke.
he destroyed the delivery.
Yeah,
watch
that's
the trailer.
bad delivery.
Because it was
Faster.
funny. But yeah, oh man, I'm not into this. As
Really?
an
Why
idea,
not?
I mean, I love heist movies. I love a lot of that
Have you
cast.
seen Oceans 11, 12, and 13?
I haven't not seen all of them.
Okay.
And I heard that they're amazing. I've
Wait,
seen
wait,
the original. I've seen the
okay.
original.
You've seen the Frank Sinatra?
I've only seen
No, no,
Ocean's
he's-
11. Sorry, just 11.
And are you talking about the one time we saw it together
No.
in my sister's bed and it was
No, what
like
else
we all fell
happens?
asleep? We all fell asleep. We were really bored.
What else
no, no,
happened?
no.
in
But
your
we were
sister's
like
bed?
way too young and didn't understand how fucking
it was
good it was.
later
Good.
that I rewatched it, and it was great. But this one, I'm looking at it, and it's
You were
like
there.
it's weird because what you're talking about Pacific Rim, I'm just kind of getting that same feeling where I'm just like, ooh, you guys are very much just kind of stereotypes of characters.
See, that's what I like about it, though. Like, I like that they're leaning into that. I like that they realized that by recasting Ocean's 11 with an all-female cast, that they needed to lean heavily into that joke, which I was not sold on the movie until I realized they're robbing the Met Gala, or the Met Gala, excuse me, not Met Ball, Met Gala, which is a ridiculous thing that happens every year, where Kanye West and Kim Kardashian wear the most ridiculous shit you've ever seen. I don't know what it's for or why they do it, but every celebrity goes there and they act all pretentious as shit, and I wish I could rob that motherfucking place. So this is fantasy fulfillment for me. Also, Sandra Bullock in one of my all-time favorite comedies ever made with Melissa McCarthy, The Heat. And if you haven't seen that movie, you are fucking up. It is
So-
the unrated version of that is fucking hilarious.
If you want any
Is it
level
better
of
than the
understanding
rated
of the
version?
comedy of this,
What?
Nick Scarpino,
What do you mean?
he likes the Heat.
Oh, The
And he
Heat.
thinks this is funny.
The Heat is hilarious. The House is hilarious. Daddy's Home, go check it out. And Dirty
Dude,
Grandpa
I
is
did
the
watch-
zenith of comedy.
I
Daddy's
watched
Home
Daddy's
was not that
Home.
bad.
Yeah.
I actually
No, you
really
guys are
liked
wrong.
Will Ferrell.
Like, I wanted to like it, like ironically. I
Yeah.
wanted to like it as a joke just to fit in with you guys because
Yeah.
you guys are so cool.
'Cause we're cool.
But oh my god,
Now, to be fair, Daddy's Home is not a typical movie that I would recommend as funny. The Heat is raunchy as fuck and hilarious. It's more on
haven't seen it,
in
so.
line with Dirty Grandpa.
okay.
Have you watched Dirty Grandpa?
haven't watched
See,
Dirty
that's
Grandpa.
the one that like if you were like,
Bro,
hey Kevin,
tonight.
should I watch one of these movies that Nick's recommended? I'd be like, yes, Dirty Grandpa, and only Dirty Grandpa.
There's just a subsect of movies that, again, stop. Let's
Aubrey
back up.
Plaza in that movie is phenomenal. She's
very
so
good.
good.
She's hot.
Do you know what her like storyline is?
I mean, I've seen clips.
Okay.
There are just a subsect of comedies that are bad movies, but it does not make them less funny.
I get that.
Okay, and that's what I'm talking about.
Daddy's Home, not one of those movies.
No, Daddy's Home was mid tier as far as I just like to play it up because Greg hated it so
I get
much.
it.
That
Doesn't
I do
Greg
that.
like it?
No, he hates it.
No, he couldn't watch it.
But
It's
then
really
Because he
bad.
watched Dirty Grandpa and he was like, all right, Nick
Okay.
might be right. Then he watched Daddy.
I
All
fucked
these
him.
family movies
I
kind
fucked
of
him.
like got
Yeah.
me confused.
You know what's a great
Not
movie?
movies for families.
Elf.
That is
Elf.
a good movie. That is a good
Many
comedy.
stories about that movie.
Next movie.
Incredibles 2.
Oh, my
yes,
God, I forgot
June
about this.
15th.
June 15th.
It's a sleeper hit of the season.
God,
The thing is
so
with
exciting.
Pixar sequels, they are very hit or miss. Toy Story knocked it out of the park all 3 times. One of the greatest trilogies of all time.
Brad Bird.
Time. Soon
You
to
look at it, Cars 2,
fucked it up real bad.
fucking horrible. One of the
bad.
worst
Cars
Pixar.
1 wasn't that good,
Stop,
though.
Nick. Stop.
It's not.
Cars, you're right. You're right. It's not that good.
It's not Incredibles good.
It's not Incredibles. It's not Toy Story. But I will say Cars, most underrated Pixar movie.
I'll
People
go out
hate
on
on
a-
it.
I
People
will go out
treat
on
it
a
like
limb.
it's this horrible fucking play.
Because they treat it like they should treat Cars 2. You know what I mean?
What?
Like Cars 2 is that movie.
Oh, Cars. Yeah, no. Cars
Yeah.
2. Cars 2 is abysmal.
Yeah.
It is.
Cars 1 has heart
It's
and
the
like
Thor
is
Dark
good.
World. Of
Yeah.
We
the-
haven't even seen it. We don't
No,
even know.
we know it's going to be bad.
But we know.
I'll go out on a limb and say Incredibles might be one of, if not the perfect superhero movie. Like
Yeah,
it is
no.
so
That's
fucking good.
That's a scary limb to stand on.
I'll
Is
fucking
it?
stand on them all day.
I don't know, man.
It is a near
That-
perfect
We don't know
superhero
anything
movie.
about Incredibles 2.
He's on Incredibles.
No,
Oh,
the first
Incredibles.
one.
I'm sorry.
Incredibles
I'm
1.
sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you
No,
were
that
saying 2
series
was
is
gonna
that
be.
that
Yeah, yeah,
movie
yeah.
was fucking near
No, because
perfect.
here's
Really
the thing.
good.
Looking at Pixar,
Sorry, I
Toy Story,
misunderstood that.
Toy
Not a
Story
problem.
nailed it. Cars was whatever. I say it's underrated. I'm not going to say it's great. Cars 2 was very bad. Cars 3 was really good. So it's like, okay, they can do these sequels.
Do I have to watch the first 2 to watch the third?
Of Cars?
Yeah.
You can watch 1 and 3. You can skip 2
I
entirely.
think I've already seen 1.
Two is a entire like 3 is great because it does what Pixar's best at, and it's like
Redemption
Hey,
stories.
what's a real like emotion we can tap into and kind of tell a story around that? And it's like it is this you could relate. It's all these newer models coming in and being better than them, but then the reason's like, no, hey, I still have gas in the tank.
You still
know what I
have
mean?
value.
I
Nick.
still have worth.
You still have a lot of value. You should figure out like watch the end. It's
Okay.
touching.
Okay. Well, fuck off.
And then I'm trying to think, what are the other ones? There
I
was-
think you misunderstood what he said.
No, I
Nick.
think I got it. I think I got it.
I think you know it's great. It's Lightning McQueen learns a very valuable lesson, and he's still valuable.
Being old ain't that bad.
And
Just kill yourself.
Monsters Inc. obviously an amazing movie. Monsters University, not that bad, but like
Not a
didn't need to
sequel.
happen.
Also, you know, it's a prequel.
Prequel, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Again,
I think the dynamics are different when you're like, hey, you remember that relationship that you liked? Here's how it's like came to be. Not remember that relationship you like? Here's more of it. Like I think sequels and prequels are very different things.
but
it was a fun angle for them to take. It just didn't hit.
well, it was fun. It was fine though. But that's the thing is, it wasn't bad. No, it was just like it was fine.
But again,
and that's my
Monsters
thing is Incredibles 2. I think if I were to place bets, I'd say it'd be closest to
Monsters U.
Monsters U. And then because then there's also Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. I haven't seen Finding Dory. Have you guys?
I know it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah?
It's good. Yeah.
Again, another one of those.
But is it better
No, because the problem is this. Incredibles, again, going back to Incredibles, I stand by the fact that it is a near perfect superhero movie. How are you going to top that? You can't. It's going to pale in
I
comparison.
said the same
right?
thing with Toy Story.
Well, Toy Story 1, I think, is better than Toy Story 2, though.
Yeah, but is it better than Toy Story 3? Debatable. Debatable.
Toy Story
That's
3
hard.
is beautiful.
Finding Dory is it's just another good. It's good. It's good. It's not Finding
the story,
Nemo,
yeah,
but
it's not as strong, but it's still
really
good, and it's still strong.
It's
and there's
just
definitely
so
moments where you're like,
fascinating
fuck.
to me that they can go back to that well and still make a good story when everyone else in Hollywood cannot. They cannot make sequels for their fucking life.
But here's the thing:
Only Disney
they
can do it.
take fucking years. When did Incredibles 1 come out?
74 years ago.
Exactly.
74 years ago,
Like
yeah.
they take their
1987.
time, and I'm sure that they don't move until an idea is like formulated,
Perfect.
and then they still, on top of that, take so long to then get it done, made. And at the end, we see that. Like
they
that
still come
product's
out with a
fucking
movie
good.
annually.
Well, I
Sure.
mean, that's because they have multiple projects
that's
and all this
Coco.
other stuff.
They're great.
Haven't seen it.
It's really good.
It's really good.
And not only they missed 1 year, right? Because they did the Good Dinosaur.
There was 1 year there
Yeah.
too.
Good Dinosaur sucked. That was a disappointment on so many levels.
I still haven't seen that one either.
Animation was
behind
like
on a couple
I
of those things.
really didn't like the design of the dinosaurs and the overall story. I was just like,
June 22nd, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Boo. It's like, come on, man.
Not excited for
We're
it.
going to see it in theaters,
I'll
but I
watch
do
it.
lump this in the same Tomb Raider and
Yeah.
I have a
Player
feeling
One
we'll
category
all
that,
watch it. We
like-
might even watch it together, but it's just like,
But I don't think it'll
I
be
didn't
Thursday
like
night.
Jurassic World. I thought that was more of like Jurassic Park 2 and 3 esque than not.
See, I disagree with you on that, but only because I feel like it's its own separate thing, where it's just a reboot almost. It's a soft reboot. It's it's almost a remake of the first, but in the future, and it's different. Like, it's not so much a sequel as much as it's kind of like trying to just go back to the well of nostalgia, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I know, but it's just so weird because like in the story, it's like it's so unclear. Like this, is it actually a sequel of 3, or is it a
And
sequel
there's
of
a lot-
1?
that's
And
a
like
lot of weird
it seems
bullshit.
like the chat never like knows.
question.
I'm sure someone in the comments will be so sure that he's right and not be right. But it just there was something so magical about Jurassic Park when you watch it. Like it all feels real, and then this one just
Well, so
doesn't.
here's the
There's
thing.
like
I think a very good way to talk about the Jurassic Park movies is to ask yourself, what genre are they? And I feel like there's a different answer for each of the movies. And I feel like when you look at Jurassic World, what genre is that?
well, what genre?
It's an
is it?
action movie.
Yeah.
It's an action adventure movie. When you ask yourself Jurassic Park, what genre is that?
Isn't that action
could-
adventure?
I'll say action adventure.
Yeah,
But
I'd
you
say
could
it's in the same.
you could argue horror,
Sci-fi horror,
You
maybe,
could
a little bit.
argue a lot of different things.
It has like horror aspects
elements,
to
but
it,
like,
yeah.
but to the point of where I'm like,
But like action adventure movies can also be suspenseful.
true.
Yeah.
But when if you had to like choose and define what it is, I think that Jurassic Park is way more nuanced in how it lies and like the way that it tells its story and all the shit that it's like Jurassic World is straight up, it's just an action movie. An adventure, whatever, you can throw that in. That's a bullshit word. Right?
Yeah. I mean, and I feel like this is even more than that. Like even more
It's a
action.
sequel to that.
Yeah. And it's just like, all right,
This is the lost world of that.
great.
And now
Like
they got Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, the
for how
island's
long?
gonna explode.
How long is Jeff Goldblum in this movie?
Oh, 10 minutes in
5
court.
minutes.
5 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm saying the same thing.
You say 5, you say 10.
I say like maybe 3
I say we
scenes.
put it on the clock and see.
Okay. Okay.
3 scenes. One during the
life.
courtroom, one on TV before the courtroom, and one afterwards where they're both leaving the court and they're like,
Here's the big question. Is there going to be a picture of Jeff Goldblum somewhere in the movie, like they had with Will Smith's character in Independence
no.
Day?
No, because
they
he's
got
alive.
him.
Yeah.
I still think there's going to be a picture of him. Someone's going to look over and see a picture of the sizzle chest thing with him. You know, where he's just open it up and people are like, yeah, I remember him when he was hot.
That was the thing. I remember that.
He was a thing.
Was he hot then, or was
Fuck
he
yeah,
just
he was
like?
hot then. Jeff Goldblum's a sexy
thin
motherfucker.
dude?
He was
There
hot
is-
then, he's hot now.
There's no man on earth that Gia Tap Harris wants to have sex with more than Jeff Goldblum.
Boom!
She is so attracted to that man.
So interesting.
It really is, but like I can't
Because he has like
complain.
a speech impediment, like that's not I don't know if he's
Kevin,
doing that person.
Not when he's talking with his dick.
Sure.
When he's doing that sweet dick
Oh, that's
talk.
right. Joey's also in love with him.
Is she really?
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's in love with him. I get it.
Yeah,
but
I'm in
yeah,
love
yeah.
with him.
It,
But
like,
what I'm saying
it's
is
a
like
sexual thing, and I feel like we can all, the three of us, can look at Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
And we can all see, like, he's not a bad looking guy, but
No,
none
yeah.
of us would argue
He's
that
a
he's like
unique looking
great
man.
looking.
But, like, I feel
it's
like-
I feel like we'd all agree that he's sexy as fuck,
He's
and
a
it's not
sexy
because of his looks.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's because he transcends
He
into
does.
the sex god, Jeff Goldblum.
I just feel like someday someone's gonna pull a crayon out of his nose and he's just gonna be like, oh wait, no, I can talk normal, like in The Simpsons where they pull the crayon out
'Kay.
and he's
Didn't get the reference.
Yeah.
And I was like, Kevin, what the fuck?
say with Christopher Walken. Like that's a bit. Is this
dare
how
you.
these people talk when they're outside
Dude,
of
of
the
course it
normal
is.
From
realm?
every story I've
Walken.
heard about Christopher Walken,
Yeah.
from people I know that's like real life shit, he
Who do
sounds
you know
weird
that
as-
knows Christopher
Bernie
Walken?
Burns knows Christopher Walken.
Knows him?
Yeah.
Or has
So when I
met
say
him?
everyone, it's one guy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
There was someone else. I don't remember who, but we knew someone that met Christopher Walken.
I feel like Troy Baker maybe met
I
him
think
one
that's what it
time.
was.
Oh yeah, he like bumped into him on like in the airport,
Yeah.
right, or in an airplane, because Troy Baker.
Let's say in an airplane. That sounds fun. Troy Baker
Well,
met
Troy
Christopher
Baker and
Walken
Jeff
in an airplane.
Goldblum, coincidentally,
Oh, yeah.
did hang out on an airplane once.
Did they?
Yeah, they talk about it on episode 12 of the GameOverGreggy
Wait, isn't that
show.
what
That's
we were
right.
just talking about? Is
Troy
that
Baker? What?
I think we were mistaken. I don't think he ever met Christopher Walken. I think he met.
did.
Jake
Oh,
Goldblum.
He
okay,
did,
got
in
it.
fact. They're different stories.
I was still talking about Goldblum. That's why I was confused.
4th of July, the first Purge.
Kind of excited about this.
I haven't seen any of the
I haven't
Purge.
seen
any of
any
the
of
other
them
ones.
either. I've seen the trailers, and I'm like, I like that these exist.
They're cool.
Cool idea.
Great idea.
Great poster for the first Purge.
Is it?
Yeah. Have you not seen it? Oh, it's just white and a red hat that says on it the first Purge.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's the
Fuck.
Make America.
Yeah.
It's the Make America Great Again hat. Whoa.
Yeah.
It's good.
Okay. Good for
Bold
you.
moves.
You watch the Purge movies, cool, Greg?
No.
Joey. You watch the Purge movies? Oh, cool. Come here for a second.
They any good? She says they're good.
Well, yeah.
Give us the quick thing. Like, we saw the trailers. We all think the trailers are cool. Do we need to watch the movies, or do we get it?
You probably get it. You could probably.
I got it.
You could probably.
Can't let
I
him talk.
hate you so much. I like them. I think they're worth watching because I think it's kind of like Saw and like it's a really cool concept. I think they get better in my opinion. First one, it's a house and you're seeing how it affects like a specific family and situation. The second one goes into the world a little bit more, and then the third one explores like the lore behind it and how it happened,
government and
why
all that?
people do it and stuff like that. I think they're worth watching. It's one of my favorite
Really?
horror series as of right now.
Is there 3 of them right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so this next one's the fourth
Fourth
one.
one, yeah.
But it's called
So I
the
think-
first Purge.
No, I understand that.
Yeah, you know the
prequel.
concept, right? The concept is a prequel, obviously, that happens. It's when they were testing out the Purge in a small community as like a social experiment, and then before it goes
Oh
nationwide.
my god, I'm so in.
It's a fucking cool idea.
See, I want to watch all of them now.
It's a really cool
Super
idea.
good.
Yeah.
Well, I
First
really-
one's with Ethan
We can
Hawke.
do before.
Maybe.
I don't remember who's in all of them.
I want to say it's Ethan Hawke was the first one, but I could be wrong. Well,
Maybe sounds right.
thanks,
See-
Joe.
Okay, now
Thank
here
you,
we go.
Joey.
This is where things get interesting in a way that I'm like, whoa, really? This soon? July 6th. Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Hell yeah!
That's right around
Yeah,
the corner.
I'm excited.
How crazy is it that both Solo and Ant-Man and the Wasp, like, we went from having
And Black Panther.
nothing about. No, Black Panther's
Well,
different. Black Panther, we've
You're right.
seen a
No,
million
I just
things
meant
from.
this year.
Yeah,
I didn't get what
but
you
I'm
were
talking
going.
about, and like, they're just like, oh, here's the trailer, the movie's coming out. It's like some Fallout 3 shit, Fallout 4 shit. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's exciting
I mean,
stuff.
It's
Yeah.
a new era that
Yeah.
we live in.
It's
Well, they don't need to
unprecedented.
do it. I imagine they're saving a ton of money, right?
I imagine that it's not only they don't need to, but like it's smart not to, because it's like, you know, they
People
need to focus
complaining,
on Last
yeah.
Jedi, they need to focus on Avengers and
I
Black
mean,
Panther, and
You have to remember all the movies that we're really excited about this year are coming out of the same studio. It's all Disney. And so they have to make sure they're not cannibalizing. I mean, it's not like the money that comes from Star Wars doesn't go into the same pot that Ant-Man versus the Wasp comes into. So you don't want to cannibalize
but
your own
Avengers is May 4th and Solo's May 26th.
I know they're gonna kill it, but I'm just saying they have to be a lot more conservative about like how they go out and market these movies, because they don't want to fuck up the next whatever comes out 2 weeks later.
Yeah,
right?
man.
And it's also, I think also there was some level of having to train modern audiences to understand what superhero movies are. We're just past that now.
Yep.
So it's like, there it is, boom, Star
When-
Wars, you get it, go.
When does New Mutants come out? I thought that was earlier in the year. Is it maybe it's in August? We'll get there, but maybe I skipped over it. We'll see.
I didn't know New Mutants was a movie.
Yeah, it's like a horror
I thought it was
movie
a
from
TV
Fox.
show.
No, it's a movie.
That's that's called The Runaways. That's what you're thinking of, and that is
You're
a
right,
TV
you're
show,
right.
but it's not.
I feel like we've had the same exact interaction.
A lot of shit out there. You got to keep it straight.
July 13th, Skyscraper.
Which I thought, like, didn't you just rap on that movie? How was it done?
How the fuck? And did you guys see the poster of Skyscraper?
No.
No?
No.
Oh my god. It's it's like The Rock jumping off of a crane
Oh, I have
into
seen
a
it. I have
skyscraper.
seen it.
Somebody took it yesterday and this post went viral where he was like, so I'm gonna do just the math on this. If he was running, this is the line of him just running off the crane. If he were to jump, here's the line of him doing that. And if he were to like run and then jump, here's what would happen. And like he's like, so no matter what, The Rock's dead.
Yeah. Yeah. God bless The Rock, though.
What the fuck is Skyscraper though? I've
Who
just
knows?
seen a poster.
Who cares?
I didn't
Yeah.
see. I didn't watch the thing. It looks like Burning Inferno. The old.
To me, it looks like San Andreas, where it's like I guess The Rock did another thing.
He does. Look,
But people like San Andreas, right?
Rock.
Do they?
I think so.
People do like Sam Andrews.
Joey's
San
always
Andreas.
talking
They
about
don't.
it.
Nobody
Where are
loves
you
them.
pulling that from, Nick?
I just remember, like, I've seen people
Don't
online
call
being
Nick
like,
out.
I'm calling him out.
No,
I
he's
just-
above being called out.
I see it fits.
Nick,
From my
I
understanding,
believe
it
you.
fits into the well, you know what, not that bad category of like 2012, Day After Tomorrow, stupid. It's
Geostorm.
it's a stupid Geostorm style movie, but
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a little more coherent than Geostorm, which
Yeah.
you were like, Where are they now? What's happening?
I'm honestly hurt.
Did they figure
that
it
you
out
watched
at the end of it?
I apologize, guys.
Because that's crazy.
D said I could. I pulled the trigger.
You said I could.
I pulled the trigger.
I'll never forget being at Nick's house. One of the very few times I've been at your house for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
How long were you there for?
A couple hours. It was when we were designing the Kind of Funny logo.
Yeah.
That you can buy at kindoffunny.com/store on a hoodie.
Or a keychain or
We were
socks.
designing it, and Battleship was on.
Or shirts.
And you had already seen Battleship.
Naturally.
And it was just me and you hanging out. And Dee was there. And you still had to ask her permission.
I love
You're
it.
Hey, can we watch this? She wasn't even in the room.
Look at
But she might want the room at some point.
Here's why I ask her. It's not that I'm asking her. It's just that I'm saying, hey, please don't ruin this. That's what I'm really saying. Is I'm asking permission for you not to come in here and like remind me how fucking stupid this movie is. Just let me enjoy it. Because if my wife wants to, she'll do one look and I'll realize how fucking bad of an actor Taylor Kitsch is, and it'll ruin my life. So I just ask her to just give me 2 hours of just let me be in this reality for a minute. That's what I'm really asking her. I don't need permission to watch my own damn TV. Bought that TV.
So if she
did.
like,
You got
if
an
she was
ass
like,
on.
hey,
One
I'm
of them
gonna watch
panties.
a movie.
Yeah, I'd let her watch it.
Okay, that's what I thought, yeah.
100%.
I'm the same way. I don't know.
Do what she wants to do.
Yeah, I got a little TV for me.
Yeah, it's on my phone.
Yeah.
Shout out to Battleship, man. Shout out to Battleship.
Peter
You
Berg.
seen Battleship?
No, I haven't.
Battleship?
How is Rihanna in it?
Bad. She's bad.
Can't even
She
fucking
cannot
stand
act.
up for that one. But Battleship's the type of movie where it knows what it is. And it's not a good movie. But goddamn,
someone
it does
say,
all the things right.
You sunk my Battleship?
Dude,
They
you
sure
need
do.
to watch. You need to watch. What they end up doing, it becomes way more like the game than it has any right to be.
Yeah. And it's,
Does it make sense?
They
You're
treat,
like,
the
oh,
source,
kinda
they
does.
treat the source material with fucking respect.
They really do. The source material. the fucking Hasbro game or whatever it was.
Board game.
Yeah.
It's kind of a board game.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
a board game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
There's
got
no board,
it's got,
but
yeah.
It sits in the same area as Connect 4.
Is Connect 4 a board game?
Well, here's the thing. I feel like
Put it
at
on
one,
the poll.
Put it on the poll.
I feel like at one point there was a board. You know what I mean? And then they like plastic injectors became a thing, and they were like, okay, just
Pegs. Oh, okay. Here we go. July 20th.
God, we're only halfway through the year.
Yeah,
an
we are
hour and a half.
Now, to be fair, there was a pre-show.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Hour and 20 minutes in.
July 20th, Alita Battle Angel.
I don't know what
I don't know what that is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what is that?
So
That-
it's like a graphic novel. I'm unfamiliar. It's one of those things that it's in the same category as Akira and all those things where it's like you see, or like Ghost of the Shell,
Uh-huh.
where it's like you grow up seeing the imagery,
Yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah.
eventually when you're old enough, you watch the stuff proper. But I never read. I don't know anything about it. The trailer dropped, and people were really upset because they take a white girl and make her eyes look very big and anime-esque.
That's weird as fuck.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's really weird. I watched the trailer. I'm like, this looks cool.
Oh. Wait, no, I've seen that trailer. That looks really cool. I didn't realize that was based off an anime.
Not an anime.
Or
It's
was it
manga.
based on a manga?
Graphic novel. I'm talking out of my ass. People.
Sure.
Is it animated?
No, no, it's
No,
live action.
That's live action?
It's live action.
Yeah, because like, man, I thought that was like a short, like experimental film, like a little
Yeah, no,
5-minute
no.
thing.
It's definitely like CG.
It's a full movie, live action.
Yeah.
Weird as fuck.
I'm gonna go take a picture.
Let us know, Mr. Yasman.
Yes, man's taking notes out there. It's
All
like
right,
they're
this
wrong on
is-
so much shit.
It's the right time for Kevin to leave here, Nick, because this one's for you. July 20th as well. Mamma Mia, here we go again.
You know, I was not a fan of Mamma Mia.
Did you see the trailer for this one?
No. But
Something about it.
yeah.
I didn't see Mamma Mia 1.
Obviously Mamma Mia is like a classic musical at this point, but I'm not that big of an ABBA fan that I really need to fucking watch the entire musical with her.
I mean, I'm there with you, like where it's like, I mean, I'm not going to watch this movie. I'm going
Right.
to be honest.
No.
Watching the trailer seemed a lot of fun. I don't know what
Sure.
really is going on. I don't know the history of ABBA. I don't know any of that stuff. But like, you saying you're not a big fan of ABBA music, I just can't believe that you mean that. Like,
I'm a moderately big fan.
that's
of
the
ABBA
thing.
music.
Is it's like they made fucking slaps. Cool, Greg.
Well, okay,
You got
but their music.
we did not
and-
have their CD. We had the 18 CD.
Oh.
18s, Nick. We've been through this a couple times, but just to reiterate, were a late 90s, early 2000s boy-girl group that they made that strictly did ABBA covers.
Ah,
In a
okay.
more 90s pop flair.
Got it. Now, ABBA, very classic group from the late 70s, early 80s, I believe, time period, that gave you all those, like, they were like the soundtrack of disco.
Yep.
So like when you think Saturday Night Fever, you think Staying Alive, Dancing Queen, all these things. Anytime you see people doing some level of organized dance in bell bottoms, that's probably because of ABBA. Now, while I am a huge fan of Saturday Night Fever, and if you fuck with Staying Alive in front of me, you're gonna get cut, son. You're gonna get cut. ABBA just never spoke to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I downloaded recently the entire, now that's what I call music, discography.
Yeah, of course.
I have the UK version, and a lot of it is, there's a lot of ABBA.
I want to say, was ABBA, were they British or were they?
Oh, were they not?
Swedish, that's what it was. And what time period was that? Was that late 70s?
70s, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, or maybe, 70s in general. Just the disco generation. I don't think they made it out of the 70s, did they? Oh no, Staying Alive was in the 80s. Yeah.
Staying Alive's not ABBA.
Staying Alive,
You're talking about the movie?
yeah, the soundtrack.
No,
I'm
that's
staying alive. Oh, that is I'm thinking of the fucking Bee Gees. I'm sorry, guys.
ABBA's so good.
The
Are
Bee
we talking
Gees.
about how much we love
Dancing
ABBA?
Queen.
My bad. The Bee Gees are Staying Alive,
man.
and
ABBA.
Saturday Night Fever. ABBA is Dancing Queen.
Because you kept saying Staying Alive, and I'm like, no, but
No,
like
you're
that
right.
style, but yet no.
I'm thinking Bee Gees. Yeah.
Do you
I
fuck with
apologize.
ABBA? Dancing Queen?
I don't fuck with ABBA.
You don't fuck with ABBA?
I fuck with the Bee Gees. I don't fuck
Dude,
with
You
ABBA.
I
just
see
made it
you
clear you
fuck-
don't fuck with the Bee Gees.
I fuck with the Bee Gees. I fuck with Staying Alive. I don't fuck with ABBA.
I don't know that they're mutually exclusive. I think you can fuck with both.
Fine, then I fuck with both of them.
I don't think you understand the question.
Oh,
I'm just sad that I was wrong about that. I can't believe that.
Hey,
Someone out
okay.
there in the chat right now is like, is he out of his fucking mind? That's the Bee Gees.
August. Mission Impossible Fallout. August 27th.
I'm excited
I'm
for that.
in.
July 27th. I'm incorrect about that.
I kind of want to rewatch the other ones also, like beforehand.
Here's the thing. I've
haven't
been
seen
hating
it
on
in
Mission
years.
Impossible pretty goddamn hard
Why?
on the morning shows. Because I'm like, does anyone
He's a hater.
fucking care
Yeah,
about
lots
this
of
shit?
They're good, dude. The last one was really
And that's the
fun.
thing. I got a lot of tweets from
Yeah.
people being like, Tim, seriously, you'd like this.
Go, dude,
Yeah.
start with, okay. Do you know, you don't have to watch 1 or 2.
Wait,
Okay.
what? One
Just start with-
one is cool.
I watched one when I was younger.
Yeah, too long ago.
I've never seen any of the other ones.
Here's the deal. 1 is more of a spy action thriller movie, Brian De Palma-esque. 2 is very much a John Woo movie. And by that, I mean it is outrageous and weird as shit. And the choreography in it is stunning, but the movie makes no sense. And it doesn't really feel like it fits anywhere in the Mission Impossible franchise. Right now, let me put it in context for you. 3 is really kind of what set it on its course. That's when J.J. Abrams stepped in and decided and kind of formed it into.
JJ did 3?
JJ did
That's
3.
when Kanye West got involved.
JJ was his first. I think that was his first movie that he ever did. Coming hot off of like Lost and all those TV properties, comes into 3, knocks it out of the fucking park. 4, I want to say was Brad Bird.
Yes.
Did 4.
He did.
And you were like Brad Bird doing live action for the first time, and it was fucking good.
Mission Impossible 4. Which one's this? Is
4
this
was Jeremy Renner and
Ghost Protocol
and
or
Paula
something?
Patton, and it was in the tall building in either Abu Dhabi or Dubai.
the most
I can't
recent
remember
one?
which one it is. No,
No.
5 was the most recent one. That was Rogue.
Simon Pegg was in there.
Rogue Nation was
Yeah.
5.
Yes, okay.
And that Simon Pegg's been in a lot of them since 3. He was the
Yeah.
tech guy. Ving Rhames coming back in, coming out here and there whenever
He
you
was
need
on the
him.
plane.
But you'll appreciate this because 1 was good but weird. A lot of people were like, that's weird. It had a lot more espionage things than it did action. 2, you were like, we're veering off track here. We've gone a whole different direction with it, and it's not working.
3
and
went
3
somewhere
brought it
so
back.
different. It reminds you of another.
I see
going
some similarities
movie
going
series.
on here. Yeah.
And
yeah.
then each one gets wilder and wilder in the last.
Is there a equivalent to a, let's just say, Fast 5?
No. And here's why. The movie doesn't stray that far as the series doesn't stray that far as quality. It really kind of sits in that like solid 75
And
to
that's
85%
solid,
range.
like Fast 8 caliber.
No,
Yeah.
I would say solid. Yeah,
Fast 8. Fast 8 is the middle.
Like, it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
Forgettable. All of them are forgettable. Can't remember what happened in any of them really. Someone's after a MacGuffin. They get the MacGuffin,
Dun,
and
dun,
then
dun,
They gotta get the
Ethan
MacGuffin
Hunt
back.
does a cool stunt, and that's it.
Okay.
You'll like them.
Teen Titans Go to the Movies. Same day. July 27th. Don't know much about it.
Teen Titans go to the movie?
I think it's animated. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. One of
There's
those
a Teen
animation.
Titans TV show being made, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Live action by the DC people.
The guy's having
Someone's
a great time.
having
Teen
a good
Titans.
there. Yeah.
Christopher Robin on August 3rd.
I got so excited because I thought you were going to say Christopher Walken, the life story.
the
I was
mo-
like, yes.
So this is
Played by Christopher
Ewan
Walken.
McGregor's involved with this
Yeah.
comedy, drama, fantasy. I don't know. This
I
sounds-
feel like either I've heard about this movie for years, or they make one of these movies every couple
year.
years.
Yeah, it
Like
reminds
the-
me of Saving Mr. Banks or
Yeah, Saving
Loving
Mr. Banks. No, Saving Mr. Banks.
Yeah,
Which actually wasn't that bad of a movie.
No,
With Mary
it's not.
Poppins.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was cool.
Don't know much about it.
Not excited for
I'm
it.
This is
excited to
good.
see a
I love
trailer
it,
for
yeah.
Christopher Robin, see what it is.
This is the guy that
what
made
sucks
Winnie
is
the
it's
Pooh.
not the Max Landis pitch. Yeah, no, not made. Christopher Robin's the
Is the character,
boy.
but isn't it about the guy that made Winnie the Pooh?
I don't know.
Do you know what happened with the kid, the guy that made Winnie the Pooh, that like wrote the books?
Executed people.
No, he like literally was just listening to his kid and be like, "Oh, that's a good story," and would write it down and
So
be
basically, kids like suing you, Dad.
like, "That actually happened." Like they like stopped talking. Him and his
Really?
dad, yeah,
It's fucked
because
up.
he was like, "Dude, you just exploited my childhood."
Yeah,
and
he's like, yeah, and guess what?
but
You're
we
driving a
got
fucking
it,
Rolls
yeah.
Royce,
We got
son.
houses and
Shut
shit."
up. Shut up. You were just going to talk and then wipe your own ass with your hand. Fucking kids.
Fucking kids, dude.
Stupid asses.
Christ.
The Equalizer 2 comes out.
Did you hear what he
August
said?
3rd. Yeah,
Hard
just pretend
pass.
it didn't happen. I don't even know. I don't remember what the
it
Equalizer
was
1
Denzel Washington did the remake of the Equalizer.
Oh, wow. What the fuck, Nick?
Yeah.
August 3rd, The Predator.
Oh, wow.
We saw a
Wait,
poster
what?
for that.
That's a Shane Black Predator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, but what is that? What is
Just
it?
a Shane Black remake or another Predator movie done by Shane Black
Wow.
in the
That's
Blackverse.
interesting.
It'll probably happen during Christmas.
We got the Scarface remake coming out
No,
August
thanks.
10th.
Hard pass.
Hard pass.
Scarface remake. Where are people talking about these?
I don't know.
There's
There was
blown away.
a movie
TV show.
called Crazy Rich Asians.
Did you ever play the Scarface video game?
Yeah, it was
I
great.
didn't.
It was really good.
Was
Really?
it?
Yeah, it was
I can't
exactly
tell if
like.
you're kidding.
All right.
It was like mafia, and I mean, it felt like I don't know,
Mafia,
Grand Theft Auto.
yeah.
Did you ever play Grand Theft Auto? No, The Godfather on the Wii U.
I
on the
didn't.
Wii. On the Wii.
No, I didn't.
Okay. It also came out on PS3.
PS2 probably.
Okay, but it was exactly like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, which had very Grand Theft Auto-esque feel to it. Yeah,
Yeah. So August 17th,
you couldn't help hurt civilians.
we have 2 movies coming out.
Yeah.
You'd go to do it, and he'd be like, "No, man, I can't do that."
That's really funny, actually.
Al Pacino doing his worst Cuban impression ever.
August 17th, there's 2 movies coming out that I don't know what either are, but one's called Crazy Rich Asians. The other's called White Boy Rick.
Hard
So-
pass on both those.
Yeah,
probably.
we'll see. And Slender Man's also coming out August 24th.
Oh, I'm good.
I got a lot of shit for
You
this
don't want to watch Slender Man?
because I had an opinion about the trailer that wasn't positive. But like my thing is, Slender Man. I love the Slender games. The Slender story
They're
is
terrible.
fascinating to me.
The real
games-
life
the games are
Slenders.
terrible.
No,
No,
they're
they're not.
terrifying.
They're so fucking
The problem
dumb.
is we
They're
do
so
it in the wrong
terrifying.
way. Like you like. I mean,
they're
you've only
bad.
played the first one. Oh no, you played.
I've interacted enough with the Slender Man games.
You've interacted enough.
To
That's
know
a
that
way to put it, Nick. Because I don't know if you
games
remember.
Are stupid.
Do you remember your story with Slender?
Stupid. Oh,
Let
it's
me-
us versus the fence. That we were scared. More scared of the fence than we were of
here's
Slender.
the thing.
Go
Here's
watch
the
Party
thing.
Man.
He's-
Party mode.
He brings up
Party-
the word interacting. Interacting is key.
Yeah.
Because don't look at party mode. Look at Kind of Funny Plays
Yeah.
at the old studio. Where it was me and Nick playing Slender Man 2.
Yeah.
And all he fucking did instead of playing the game was, can I interact with you? Click on it. Nope. Can I interact with
Those
you?
fucking jump
And I
scare
clicked on
games
it.
are all stupid. They're
They're
just
amazing. So
cheap.
scary.
They are cheap.
of them are
just
good.
like the one we were in the house and we were like, "What are we supposed to do?" And it's like,
Paranormal
"Go
Activity.
That
into
one
the
was
fucking-
broke. That was super
Go into the
broken.
fucking
Slender's great.
room.
The Slender story, very fucking interesting. The documentary was awesome. The fucking real life shit going on,
Fucking terrifying.
horrible.
The two kids,
Terrifying.
two girls
Yeah,
that fucking
trippy as
faked
shit.
it out.
And that's like, whoa, this is fucking bad.
It's like
a lot of
that
controversy.
one fucking weird kid from Walking
Get that
Dead.
out of your mouth when you're talking,
From
Nick.
Walking Dead, where Carol's like, "I gotta
Yes.
kill both these kids now."
Just
Fucking
like,
kill
well,
them.
not both of them,
Interesting.
Kill
just
both
one.
the fucking
Kill
kids.
both of
Nuke
them.
them.
One of them already died.
Well, I
Ping
think she
pong
had to
them in the
kill the
fucking head.
zombie.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And when Nick says ping pong them in the head, he means shoot both of them with one bullet.
Yeah. Ping pong. It sounds like this. Ping,
Ping
pong.
pong. That's because it's.
Or as the Chinese
it
call it,
sounds
ping
like
pong.
ping when you hit the first one, and then pong when it hits the other one.
Right.
Because it's a slower bullet, Tim.
Yeah.
Like the Chinese call it. Ping pong.
Ping pong. Ping pong. Or as the Chinese call it, ping pong.
And to be clear, you're referencing the hit movie
Balls of Fury.
Balls of Fury.
Again, top on my
Just
list.
making it clear to everyone involved.
Dan Fogler, one of the funniest men today working in comedy. And
So
I'm
we're-
not saying that just because I want him to finally get back to me and book me on his show or come on my show.
To finish out Slender
I
Man
am
here,
saying that a little bit because of that.
the trailer does not look good. And it looks like it's veering very far away.
Shocker.
There's some fucked up moments from this. I feel like a Slender Man movie could have been Conjuring level of like, this is good for a horror movie. Like, this is a good horror movie.
Maybe.
This trailer, it looked very bad. And I'm like, you guys, you missed the point of this whole thing. So that's upsetting.
What's the point that scares you? That jumps out at you? Jump scare. They should make a movie called Jump Scare, where every 5 seconds
He
is a jump
just
scare.
keeps going.
There's no movie in September that is looking interesting.
At all? When is Isle of Dogs
Now, here's the
coming
thing.
out?
I'm not seeing New Mutants anywhere.
Are you seeing Isle of Dogs
Maybe
anywhere?
they shit canned it.
Oh, Isle of Dogs was way earlier. That was
You
like
didn't see
March.
it?
I didn't.
Oh,
What is
Isle
that?
of Dogs. It's
Dude.
Wes Anderson.
It's so good.
It's the guy that made
It's so
Fantastic
good.
Mr. Fox and Moonrise
Yeah,
Kingdom.
I didn't know that.
There's like a dog flu
Dude,
epidemic,
Stop.
right?
Stop.
So they get rid of.
Stop. You got to watch the trailer for this.
Yeah?
You'll fucking love this.
Okay.
He's not gonna though. Look
I'll
at
make him watch it after this. We'll sit him down. We'll tie him down. We'll take his shirt off. We'll rub butter on his nipples. God. And we're gonna eat some cornflakes.
Nick, I
while he
promise we
watches
wouldn't do
this.
that again to him.
Venom, October 5th. Now, here's the thing. I don't know what you guys talked about the shit earlier on the morning show because I was prepping games daily. As the time of recording this, the trailer drops tomorrow.
Yeah.
I reserve all judgment until
Yeah.
tomorrow. I need to see that trailer.
I said that
Are you
being
not
that I don't know
entertained?
where it fits.
Where are
in-
you, Nick? Where are
Well,
you?
we're in the middle right now. We got to
You
watch
don't-
the trailer.
You're in the same place?
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
know. We'll
okay.
see. We'll see what happens.
I just have questions. Where does this fucking fit?
Yeah.
Again, I've said it before. I'll say
This
it
is an
again.
amazing
Can't believe this
Spider-Man?
movie's happening. I've bet before on the show.
Yeah.
About a year ago. I'm like, Venom's not happening.
You're gonna lose that
I was
bet.
fucking
Yeah,
wrong.
lost that
I
bet.
lost the bet. It's happening. It's really real. Seeing the poster, I'm like, this poster, all right. Seems
Yeah, the
like
poster
they're
looks
nailing
cool.
it.
Yeah.
Trailer tomorrow. We'll have to see.
Where do you think it like? Do you think this is in MCU?
If I had to place a bet, I think it's going to be.
But you've already lost one.
I know. 50. I'm going 50-50 on it.
Double or nothing.
Which would no,
Double
no,
or
no,
nothing.
no, no, no. That's,
Double or nothing.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm
double or
saying
nothing.
is, I'm betting. Like we've heard rumors that Tom Holland's in it. I bet that Tom Holland's in it, but that it's not expressly
Like it was
Spider-Man?
Batman Suicide Squad.
No. I think he means it's just a Tom Holland walking by.
Yeah, so I'm talking
no,
about
no,
like
no,
a
no,
little
no.
cameo
I think it's him as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the movie,
But not expressly MCU.
It's not expressly MCU, and that's stupid and weird and convoluted.
Yeah, because like if something happens or if they use another.
You know what? I think it's gonna.
Rando.
What I think the closest way to explain it is I think it's gonna be like the TV shows, Agents of Shield,
Oh, yeah.
and Jessica Jones,
I don't want that.
and
No one
all
wants
that.
that.
Where it's like,
Daredevil,
I mean, yeah, Agent Coulson, yeah, it's like it is connected, but it's only connected if they want it to be, and at the end of the day, they're not gonna want it to be. So
Tom Hardy, ladies and gentlemen. Never
That's the
been in a
thing,
bad
though.
movie.
If it's okay, Tim. If it's an okay movie, then we have Tom Hardy as like that Venom. You know
but my thing is, can they make a Venom movie without Spider-Man?
yeah,
why not?
it's just a Spider-Man movie.
But it's
Spoilers: it's going to be Spider-Man when he gets the Venom suit, and then it starts to turn him, and then we'll see what happens at the
But
end.
that's not Venom.
No,
I
but
mean,
it's going to be that.
It could be though. Like he's not wrong. Why wouldn't it just be like instead of him shooting web, him shooting goop?
Well, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's going to be,
You know,
hey, I've
like,
got
it's
this
the
new
same-
suit, I can do
yeah.
all this cool stuff, but then it starts to fuck with him, and then he's got to fight the other suits.
But
and
I mean,
that's
I'm
it.
just like, but that's not Venom. Like,
No.
that's the problem with this. Is like we don't
No,
need
but to be
another
fair,
Spider-Man.
Tom
of all
Holland-
things, the last thing we need is another Spider-Man.
To be fair, Tom Holland's not Spider-Man. Everyone knows Tobey Maguire is Spider-Man.
I hate you.
Okay?
Stop.
You're
What the
so
fuck?
dumb.
No, we're moving on.
That wasn't even kind of funny.
Damn. So, I'm letting everyone know right now. This is a long ass show.
Yeah.
I have a call in 13 minutes that I have
Okay.
to
Let's
take.
get through it.
wrap
Let's
it
get
up,
through it.
dude.
So
Wrap it up.
let's fucking
Let's
go
go through
through
the list
this.
fast. Kevin and I won't talk.
October 12th, Goosebumps Horrorland. I didn't know Goosebumps was getting a sequel, let alone one based on fucking Horrorland. Probably the most popular storyline in Goosebumps history. And I
Cool
heard Cool
Greg.
Greg sit up very
So
stoked.
excited.
I love that.
Cool,
that,
girl, let's make a
book,
night out of
bro.
this. Let's
I love
get
the
dinner.
cover. I remember seeing it when I was younger, and it was one of the first tags I ever focused on. Just stared at it because he did his autograph on it. I loved it, dude.
Horrorland, one of the first PC games I ever played. The Goosebumps game. I fucking loved that. There was a whole series of Horrorland.
Keep going, Tim. You're running out of time.
Books. They're fucking great. Dude, there's not going to be too much after this.
Excited.
Except for Halloween on October 19th.
Let's
Jamie
fucking
Lee Curtis,
go.
she's fucking back. Here's the thing. James Burke, one of my very good friends. Halloween, his favorite franchise of all time. Says a lot about him in his taste. But yeah, this is a thing. It's continuing the story. They're confirming that Michael Myers is in fact a 61-year-old man. How are they going to get around that? We'll have to see. Will there be a walker? We'll have to see.
It's continuing the story after which movie?
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
After the first one.
After the first one? Is it a direct sequel to the first one? It wasn't the sequel one?
Wasn't it? I think it's after 2, right?
Halloween 2, yeah.
Didn't that start in the hospital, right? Isn't this one starting in the hospital?
No.
We'll find out.
This was starting after the hospital?
They're old. Jamie Lee Curtis is like 1,000 years old in this movie.
Okay, but still,
they're pretending H2O didn't happen. The last movie, Jamie Lee Curtis.
No,
was
what about 3 through like 7?
Season of the Witch doesn't count. Doesn't make the cut. And the Rob Zombie reboots doesn't make the cut. Mowgli's coming out on October 19th. Warner Brothers, get fucked. Stupid idiots.
How is it that 2 movies could have the rights to
Public domain.
Really?
Yeah, that's the problem with the Jungle.
Guess who the director is, Nick? Fucking guess.
Jon Favreau.
You'll never guess. John, what?
Coming back to do another one. He liked it so much he wants to do it again.
That'd be amazing. Andy Serkis.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He is doing this.
That's right.
What?
Yeah. Andy,
Didn't
he
know
does
he did that.
everything. You know what? I, for one, am glad that I've been a supporter of his since the very beginning.
X-Men Dark Phoenix on November 2nd.
God, that's
Still haven't
upsetting.
seen Apocalypse. I need to get back. I need to just watch it. I have to. I've seen
I
every other
really
X-Men
disliked
movie.
Apocalypse.
You know what? I haven't seen every other X-Men movie. I haven't seen Wolverine.
That was bad also.
Wolverine.
Was it?
Wait, no. The Wolverine
The Wolverine.
is good. It's pretty good.
Oh, that's
The James
okay.
Mangold.
Wolverine Origins is what
I've
I'm
seen
thinking.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one I think was the second one, the Wolverine, the one that was in Japan, was James Mangold. I think that was the first time he did a Wolverine movie. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't mind blowing, but it's better than Origins.
I'm
for
trying
sure.
to find out. I was thinking about this in the shower this morning, as I often think. After the MCU in review, are we going to do another series like that?
Fuck yeah.
And if we do, what's it going
sure
to be
for Harry Potter.
But that's the thing, is it's not for sure Harry Potter.
Why not?
What is going to be the thing
I'm not saying
that,
it's going to be the next one.
But okay. But what is the thing that people are going to want the most?
I
Because
think-
is it the Spider-Man movies? Is it the Batman movies? Is it
Well,
the DC?
I think you have to look at which-
DC. If we just do DC movies, is it Star Wars? But the thing is, if we do Star Wars, it needs to just lead into the next Star Wars movie. So I say that's a while out.
Okay.
Is it we gotta
do Lord of the Rings so we can make fun of Andy
For
for
Star
fucking
Wars.
3 movies
Lord,
straight.
Lord of the Rings? Not too many of them.
Tim, for Star Wars, we could
There's
definitely
6.
do
There's
when
6
they
of them.
when they do Episode 9, end of the Skywalkers. You know, like that would be totally. I think.
I
Let us
would
know
love
in
to
the
go back and
comments.
watch all the X-Men movies again, though. I'm with you on that one.
Disney movies, Pixar movies. There's a whole bunch. The Nutcracker in the Four Realms comes out. I don't know
finally.
what the fuck that
Let's
is.
just skip to AAA's on these. What do we got? What else
That's
we got?
AAA, dude. That's Disney.
Bullshit.
There's a TBA Paramount film on the 2nd.
That's not good for Paramount. They should probably know what that movie's going to be.
I feel like I must have missed New Mutants, by the way.
You have to have, yeah.
There's a Grinch movie coming out
Oh,
on
yeah,
November
there
9th.
is.
Yeah?
Where he's a little kid. It's an animated one.
I love you
Cool,
so
Greg.
much.
You know
Cool
so
Greg.
much about this.
Hotel Transylvania 3.
Oh, here you go, though. I skipped that. I'm sorry. Hotel Transylvania 3.
3?
They're on a boat.
Now, have
Stop.
you-
Stop, Nick.
My man.
What are you going to tell me? No.
I am a far bigger fan of the Hotel Transylvania series than I will let on right now. I don't know why.
Have you seen the trailer for this one?
No, but
Okay, good. I thought you were going to be in support of the trailer.
oh no, I haven't seen it. I didn't know they were making a third one. But the first 2 movies really have no plot, just fun. I'm a sucker for anything that has to do with Halloween-esque movies, and it's Adam Sandler,
Oh, Tim.
and it's
New
fun.
Mutants, February 22, 2019.
No.
That's what it says on this
That's
thing.
weird.
What?
They must have pushed it back.
Release date right there.
What the fuck?
Right
We
there.
got a trailer for that so early.
Yeah, they probably pushed
Was it a
back.
trailer or was it just New Mutants?
No, it was a trailer.
It was a
It was a legit
Really?
trailer. It's done.
Full trailer.
My guess
dude.
is they pushed it back because of all the acquisition stuff.
I look deeper. That sounds wrong to me.
Okay.
The chat's been saying it the whole time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess it's right. What the hell? That sounds nuts. Here again for you, Cool Greg, November 16th. Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald.
That's
Excited.
Getty.
Hell yeah.
New Mutants delayed to 2019.
It got delayed. Okay.
Joey, way late on that one.
Well, she got the delay. We didn't know there was a delay. That's
Way
key
late on that
information.
one.
Thank you. Creed 2.
Yeah.
November 21st.
What?
Skung.
Oh right, we watched. We looked at. They announced the bad guy, and we looked at his body for a while in the morning show. The morning show is
I still
really
haven't seen Creed,
interesting.
another movie I put into my cart alongside
good.
Lucy.
Have you ever seen
you should watch
Rocky?
Creed.
Have you seen the Rocky movies?
I have not seen all the Rocky movies.
It doesn't matter.
Rocky is one of those franchises that I've seen a lot of. I don't think I've ever seen a full movie.
I feel like Rocky is shockingly good.
Oh no, Rocky won an Academy Award.
1 and 2. No, I know. I understand that. But like 1 and 2 are great.
Yeah.
3, not
3
so much.
is they realized it was the 80s.
4 is a fucking spectacle that like
4 they lean full into the 80s.
oh my god, they lean so deep into it, and I feel like you'd get a lot out of
So
it.
let me explain to you why you'll like the Rocky movies real quick. I know we're getting long. in the
I didn't
tooth and
watch
you gotta
5.
call.
Again, I've seen them, just not fully.
Okay, so-
I've sim them on TV and
Rocky
Something though.
is this kind of like low-level fighter. He's at the end of his career. He just wants to prove to him himself and everyone else that he's not a bum. Apollo Creed says, hey, I'm going to pick one person out of this. Apollo Creed's champion of the world. He's the Floyd Mayweather of this, right? He's the heavyweight champion of the world. He goes, I'm going to pick this guy, and I'm going to give him a shot at the title. It'll be a fun spectacle fight. Whatever, we'll make some money, yada, yada, yada. I can't remember why they had to do it, but
Somebody
they had to do it,
like ends
right?
up going to jail when they had this like giant fight.
Yeah, so they had to fill it in,
he's
and they were
like,
like,
"Fuck,
let's
we
get a
need
local
someone."
boy or whatever. Right.
And it's got to be in a spectacle, otherwise people are gonna get pissed.
Yeah, so local boy coming up. Rocky, he's thinking he's just going to kick his ass. It'll be fun. Rocky starts training for real because this is a shot to prove to
Run
himself
up
he's
the
not a
stairs.
bum. Right, yada, yada, yada. Gets to the end of it. Don't want to spoil that. They do another fight. Second one. Gets to the end of it. Don't want to spoil that. They start to realize that they're actually like a lot more alike than they are different, right? Rocky, of course, becomes a champion at a certain point. Has to fight Mr.
After the
T. And the
second
third one, guess who trains him? Apollo
Russian.
Creed.
Oh.
No.
Apollo Creed trains him to fight because Rocky gets a shit kicked out of him the first time. He's
In
like,
the
oh, what the
third
fuck's
one,
going
right?
on in the third one, right?
Yeah.
So Rocky trains Apollo Creed. They realize they're homies at this point. They're
They
not
have the
rivals
great
anymore.
scene where
They
they're
are
running to
homies.
the
They
beach.
splash each other in the legs.
Quite familiar.
It's beautiful, right? 4 comes around. Apollo comes out of retirement to fight Ivan Drago. He's like this genetically engineered human being.
You remember it's in the middle of Cold War.
From the fucking Cold War, from Russia, and this is the height of America versus Russia Cold War. Rocky, he says, don't fight him. He's way out of your fucking league. Apollo goes, fuck that. I'm going to fight him.
I'm gonna show
Dies.
America.
Dies in the fucking ring.
Dead, Tim.
One punch fucking kills
Fucking
Apollo
dead.
Creed, right? Rocky goes,
But-
fuck that. I'm going to train in the wilderness. I'm going to do some squats. I'm going to grow a fucking beard. I'm going to
Hell
fuck this
of a beard.
motherfucker up for my friend. And that's what he does. And then, boom, ends the Cold War because he's like, we're cool. I forgive you, right? A couple of the Rockies happen.
Cold War.
Couple of the Rockies happen. We're not going to talk
true,
about
it
those
does.
right now. Creed comes around.
Wait, those are good Rockies too, though,
Well, yeah,
right?
but for the sake of what we're talking about, this is why he should watch Creed. Ryan Coogler goes, I want to do Rocky, but I don't want to do Rocky. I want to do Creed. I want Apollo Creed's illegitimate son to come into boxing and Rocky to train him, right? So what do they do for the next one? Creed 2? Fucking Ivan Drago's son comes to fight Apollo Creed's son.
Of course.
And they're actually good movies. That's the
Yeah.
other thing is they're not stupid B movies. They're actually good movies.
Rocky 5 wasn't that
Now,
great.
now here's
Rocky
a question I
wasn't
have.
that great.
Rocky 5.
Here's a question I have in our last 5 minutes here. These Rocky movies, because again, I honestly I only seen bits and pieces years
Keep
ago,
going,
so
keep
I
going.
don't have this whole knowledge. Is there a consensus of what the good ones and bad ones are?
Yeah.
Would it be okay? But would it be worth doing a ranking, or are we all just going to totally agree?
No, I think we'd all totally
Yeah, I think
agree.
we'd all totally agree too.
It's not like
Okay.
Rocky 1 is amazing.
Okay.
Rocky 2 is good. 3, you're like, it's the
Yeah.
A-team era. 4, you're like,
yeah,
this
like
is
what's going
ridiculous.
on? Why is Mr. T here?
5 is just flat out bad. Rocky Balboa actually is really good. Has no right to be as good as it is. And then Creed's really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's how it goes. But you should watch them all.
Same day on November 21st, Ralph Breaks the Internet. Wreck-It
Oh
Ralph
shit!
2.
Oh, fun.
Whoa!
Very excited for this. Again,
Interesting.
Didn't like the first one. That much.
you didn't. Me neither. Me
I didn't
neither.
either.
Me neither.
Wow!
Wasn't that
Now,
great.
I didn't
fun
love
movie,
it, but
fun
I
movie.
enjoyed it.
I feel like it's a little too close to home when it comes to like a video game, so I get a little bit more sensitive about the references they make and how they handle them. I do want to give them the credit that they did it well. It's just there's something about it that overall I'm like, this doesn't fit the top tier caliber that I expect from Disney. Seeing everything we've heard about Wreck-It Ralph 2, where it's like more internet focused, I'm like, that's something even closer to home for me. I don't know about
You do
this.
love the internet.
But we did hear about a scene that they showed at last Comic-Con that was all the Disney princesses in a room talking on Instagram and like talking about their shit with the original voice actresses. And that alone, I'm
That's
like,
pretty awesome.
let's fucking go, boys.
That's pretty amazing.
Oh my God. And then honestly, the movie I am most excited for this year, even more than Avengers Infinity War and even more than Solo, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, December 21st.
Oh, yeah. That's the animated one, right?
It looks
Holy-
so cool. That trailer looked
It
phenomenal.
does look cool.
Again, style like
Yeah.
we've never seen before. It looks so unique. The idea of them doing Spider-Verse, which is one of my favorite Spider-Man storylines, despite it being one of the more recent ones. Miles Morales, I'm totally in. Him wearing Jordans. Are you fucking kidding me?
They got you.
All of this, I'm totally fucking in. It looks great. They just cast Peter Parker, and he's John Krasinski.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I saw that news.
So that's interesting, and I'm like, cool, down for that. Same day, Aquaman.
I forgot that was still happening.
It's still happening.
Jesus,
haven't
poor
canceled
Greg.
that?
We're gonna have to get Greg something special that day, like something.
I don't know.
nice,
Aquaman
you know?
was pretty cool. Remember
gets
when he was
Aquaman and
like,
Spider-Man.
My man,
my man.
my man. You
I
guys
also-
are giving Aquaman too much shit. Me.
Oh man, guys, December 21st is gonna be a day
What is
for
it?
us all. I
What
know
is
we just
it?
gave Greg a lot of shit. Bumblebee, the movie, is coming
No,
out.
fuck that. Nobody's gonna
Fuck
be
you.
for no one.
Fuck you, Kevin. There's one thing I care about in life. It's Bumblebee.
Bumblebee.
Tim, they grabbed that franchise and they fucking did horrible things. Can you stop? I don't
Let
like
me
this.
know.
I don't like this.
This movie
I'm gonna bite your finger.
takes place in the 80s.
Oh, okay, that's gonna make it better.
This movie has
You got me.
the girl that I really, really like.
I'm in. I don't know.
Pitch
where
Perfect 2 and 3.
Anna Kendrick.
No.
The Japanese girl that wants to
not
cut people.
Seinfeld. Haley
Steinfeld.
Steinfeld.
She's great.
She's in it. Very excited about this.
There's
Is he
no-
gonna be a little yellow fucking Volkswagen? That's all I need. That's all I need, and this movie's a win
with
for me.
little horns.
Is that
I'll
it?
tell you right now, it's gonna suck and be awful because Michael Bay hates you. Tim.
Yeah, he's
It's not Michael Bay,
hates
dude.
you.
It's not Michael Bay.
No, I know who it is.
Travis Knight. I don't know who he is, but he's directing this.
Tim,
It's
I
not
know.
Michael Bay.
I know.
John Cena's in this movie.
Is that the final movie for the year?
No.
Okay. What else we got?
Mary Poppins Returns.
Oof. Oh, that's with Emily Blunt. Yeah.
Is that
Yeah, it is.
like? Is
That's
that
a thing.
Mary Poppins too?
Oh, Bohemian Rhapsody on Christmas.
What?
Oh.
Oh fuck! Oh boy, am I excited about that.
Are you? Because that movie sounded like it was a disaster. They kicked Bryan Singer out of the movie.
Yeah, because Brian's
Yeah,
sick.
Brian, he sucks. Have you watched any of the X-Men movies?
Okay, let's not go
Whoa,
there.
whoa. X2, bro. X2.
Okay.
Whoa. X2, bro.
Okay.
Honestly,
all right,
I feel like X-Men might need to
X3.
be the thing that we do.
Oh, let's do it next.
Because I
Just for the hair
I know.
alone. For Wolverine's
They
hair alone, let's watch
suck,
it.
And there's
suck?
so many of them.
there's not that many of them. There's 10 of them.
Is there only 10?
Yeah.
Bum,
X-Men?
X2.
X2. X-Men United.
It was X3.
Last Stand.
It wasn't called X3.
It was X-Men
Sorry,
Last
X2
Stand.
X2 is X-Men United.
I think it was X-Men 3.
X3 was
X-
Last Stand.
There wasn't.
You got First
4
Class?
No,
No.
no. 4 was
Wolverine.
Wolverine Origins.
Oh,
Yep.
fuck. Right, I forgot about
5
those.
was First Class. 6 was the
Wolverine?
Wolverine. 7 was
Days of Future Past.
8 was Apocalypse.
Yeah.
And then the last Logan.
And then Logan.
Yeah.
And Deadpool.
Oh, okay.
Fuck.
We're going to do that
We got
then.
10.
Yeah.
I'm down. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know if you're down for all the things we talked about right now. Let us know what you guys are excited about for movies in 2018. My personal pick out of all of those, going out on a nice date with Cool Greg to watch No Malone. That's what I want to do. He and I we're gonna take it to the streets. Of course, if you guys liked this, make sure you like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to our channel, and hey, you got a friend named Brian? Everyone's got a friend named Brian. Tell him we're talking about at the end of this what the fuck? Tell him we were talking about him on the end of this here podcast, and tell him to come over to our channel too. Of course, go over to Patreon to check out everything we got over there. And until then, I love you. Greg will be back next week to do a proper outro for the show. But guys, it's been my pleasure to serve you. We out. Okay, hey everyone, what's going on? Hey, did you want to subscribe to our channel? Well, click right there. Hey,
That's what they are.
if you really, really like what we're doing here and you're like, fuck you, take my money, click on my face right here. That'll be, you guys can go support us on patreon.com/kindafunny at the $1 above level. We love you. And here's a little smiley face.